What the hell is going on your Facebook page?
I'm starting to block people. The
Man,
nuts.
you went from one comment to 168, and I already know 100 of them the same two people.
Man, I don't know, man. They be trying hard, man. I be like, yo,
They don't read the post either.
huh?
They don't be reading the post.
I know they just dive out there, yo. Man, they just dive.
I'm like, man, what does this got to do with the post, yo? They make it not even want to argue with them no more.
No.
They be like, man, you know what, man? Your ignorance is undefeated.
I swear, yo, I be like, God, ain't no way in the world. This dude was like, yo, well, what's that? I was like, what? If I it was, they got another name for the vaccine, Pfizer, right? They called, yo, and he was like, that's an ingredient. What is that? I was like, yo, if you knew what it was, yo, it wouldn't matter. Yo, it don't matter what it is, yo, you're gonna deny it anyway. Like it would make a difference if they knew, yo, like, what's this at there?
Yeah, like Moderna M1273. Yeah, so that's a new ingredient.
What's that ingredient, yo? Why that's in there? You be like, damn. It just be funny, yo. Anything. Like I'll be like, man, you don't even gotta fight that hard to
Yeah, like we really don't know that they ain't gonna get you. You just said you ain't gonna get the vaccine, bro. So what the hell is you arguing up and down for? And it ain't like you being invited to argue.
Huh?
It be the same dude talking about, I don't know what he be talking about. Misrepresenting information, want you to chase them down a rabbit hole.
I know, yo. Say they won.
Yeah, you win. White flag. You right.
I know, yo.
And then as soon as you say something else, they right back with the same shit. Look at this. A whole new pseudo claim.
It's funny now, yo. I'm like, man.
Yeah. Just like it's gonna be the whole new pseudo claim saying that the doctor said it was the virus was created in the lab based on his research.
Who?
The doctor from Michigan.
Oh, the Black Horse. I see you sent me something from the Black Horse joint site though.
No, not that. I sent you an email of that PDF talking about the death. The email.
That was from that website for them?
Nah, that was from another website that they trying to go back and rely on. See, AP produced something that came from this other website that was spawned that talked about the dude saying that it came from
what you talking about, Sean? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, but what I sent you in your email?
No, you sent me a YouTube video on the Black Horse YouTube channel.
Oh shoot, man, I gotta go back.
Yeah, I ain't really watching, but I know they be on the fringe for real, yo. I be like, him and his wife got fired at this school they was at.
Oh yeah. That was like last week. Yeah. The two people. Yeah.
What was they talking about? Because one of them is
negative. They wasn't negative this time. They was pretty much like critiquing stuff, but they weren't saying anything bad. They ain't say nothing bad this time.
Yeah, because he swear the shit come from they made it. That's his thing.
Yeah, but this other doctor say they made it though. He put 193-page paper together.
How was it? What was it looking like?
He got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? He got some work to do.
He's trying to say China made it to get themselves, or just it was an escape.
He's trying to say he's saying that 98% of it was made in the lab, 2% chance of it being nature.
No,
and I'm like,
oh, he's no. That's the dude. That's the dude on the Black Horse thing. That's him.
Hold on, let me pull my stuff.
Man, that's them. He said the same thing. Ah, man, I'm glad science don't work with one person though. God dang, boy.
You know, through science by
Huh?
itself.
Hmm?
So, yeah, but see, the AP said the AP staff was not involved in its creation. Talking about the information that they just published it. And you know, if it's on the AP, it's a news site. It's not on.
Oh no, that's not science.
Yeah,
No.
it's not on a scientific website, right?
Mm.
So people don't understand that part of the game. Like, okay, the AP published something, but they tell you where they got it from. And they got it from a website called Prewire. Hold up. Yeah, prnewswire.com. That's where it shows up first. The doctor's name is Stephen Quay. Stephen Quay is supposed to be this touted guy that talked on TED Talk. His work's been cited over 10,000 times, 360 published contributions to medicine, holds 87 patents, 7 FDA approved pharmaceuticals, which have helped over 80 million people. He's the author of a book, Surviving the Pandemic, Stay Safe, a Physician's Guide to Coronavirus. And he's the one that made, and he also, let me see, something else that was interesting. He is the CEO of Atossa Therapeutics, clinical pharmaceutical company developing novel therapeutics for treating breast cancer and COVID-19. So he's in it for something. However, he's saying that it says, well, the thing says to assist in further truth and to get feedback and methodologies used and conclusions reached in this paper. A publication copy of this paper was sent to 26 scientists worldwide, so including the WHO investigators currently in Wuhan, because they got the independent people there in Wuhan doing their own investigations and coming up with different stuff than this dude, man. So
Yeah, they sent them over there, didn't
yeah. Independent researchers more than once.
they? You sent the paper. They came back with a conclusion or what? In conclusion.
They haven't furthered the conclusion. They came back and was like they were saying some positive things, like, you know what I'm saying? Wuhan wasn't the mainstay for this virus. It was before Wuhan. You know what I'm saying? It kind of made its way into Wuhan, where it just became, this epicenter for
So they think it didn't come from him, huh?
they saying the virus was it was brought into the wet markets and all that. And it wasn't in no lab either.
I gotta read that. You send me so much shit, I can't read all that shit.
Yeah, I know. CK say the same thing.
Impossible. And watch the videos and then read out the journal.
Yeah, but he says SARS-CoV-2 is not a natural zoonosis. He don't say zoonotic. He says zoonosis, but instead of laboratory derived. That's some of the points. And the paper, you know what I'm saying, it takes you to the.
What's his credential?
He's an MD and a PhD. But it takes you to a website called zenodo.org where it was published, which is, I think that's an open website.
Free paper? Preprint, right?
Yeah, it's preprint. So it's an open access website. So you already know what it is when it's an open access.
Anybody
right?
can put it.
Yep, anybody can put anything they want to in there. And so when you look at the document, it looks all pretty and all that. You know what I'm saying? But what I was telling Juju, well, not Juju, what I was telling CK is that we don't care about how it looks. We're only concerned about his method and his conclusion. Anything else is irrelevant. I know, I told her this in the back check.
What was she thinking? What was she thinking?
Nah, she didn't think that. She was like, damn, that's too many pages. That's a book. But I was like, yeah, you really don't worry about the pages or anything like that, or how much material he wrote. You concentrate and focus on his methodology and how he came to the conclusion based on the data. Because him out of other scientists, they don't really agree. Plus, his if you look at page 16 of his article, it says origin hypothesis, initial states to establish the posterior probabilities. So that's in itself, he's telling you that he's hypothesizing,
which is good. It ain't
yeah, but he ain't did no study though. You see what I'm saying? Like he ain't went and did. He not doing what the WHO doing. He not doing what those independent researchers are actually doing to come to an honest conclusion.
Yeah, they actually over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good starting point for them. So normally when people put that type of research together, right, they're actually at the site firsthand. You know what I'm saying? Like they looking. You feel me? So you coming up with stuff based off of other people's research at this point. And he not he don't study viruses. That's why I asked you what was his qualifications. But I'm up for that because that's what science is. But I'm saying the process that he got to go through is a rigor. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit got to be falsifiable. So he just starting off with a conclusion. I like to look at his paper and see what he start off with.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the direct thing, and I'm gonna send it to you, the direct thing, instead of like going through the AP, which try to summarize it, and the other site to try to summarize it. He's like, he gives you like on page 21, he gives you theory 1, and then he says something, then theory 2, then he says something, and then he says, I have found no evidence of deliberate release, in early firsthand accounts of local officials and scientists suggest surprise and consternation. If this was a deliberate release, such evidence would be extremely local, limited in distribution, and highly compartmentalized. It is beyond the scope of this analysis. Then he says, now I need to weigh the evidence. So I look at it because I want to see how he's writing it. And like I said, I'm more concerned with his method and then how he does that, because he just, to me, he's just hypothesizing all the way through. And then he tried to say he has some evidence. He says listen to what he relies on. 3 high visibility papers grounded in zoonotic origin hypothesis in public conversations from February to May. So he's looking at 3 visibility papers. And
listen to him. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, come on, man, stop. Stop it.
Pretty much
write that paper like that, yo. He don't have expertise in the subject he writing in neither. And he's not taking samples. He's not a first-hand research. I want to tell y'all that. He's not a first-hand research on the subject matter. So I'm gonna deal with the first-hand researchers, yo, on that said subject matter. It just makes sense. It's just what we do. He's not a scientist, you doctor, right? He's not studying these things. He's not published in none of those areas. So he just he's doing what he's doing.
If he had legitimate credentials, his legitimate credentials would have had him in the Journal of Nature. No open access would have had this information like that.
Yeah. He would. Yeah. Nah, if it was, they put that in the Journal of Nature, Journal of Science, the Lancet, because we can look up stuff in the Lancet talking about that. You feel me? Talking just about that, where it came from. We read those things. So, you know what I'm saying? That's not like anybody serious, they wouldn't even throw that at you. You wouldn't be using that. That's the pseudos workshop. They're going to use that. See, I told you, man. Yeah, they're going to do that. That's the game they play right there. So y'all see the title, right? Piltdown Man, Nanomedicine, and VAERS. So let me see who we got in the chat, man. I see you, Mika. What's good, man? What's up, Blue? What's up with you, man? Yeah, I put that Cash App in there, man. You know, you get that super chat, yo, YouTube takes some of your money right out the bat. Yeah, the hell with all that. Yeah, we ain't monetized over here, yo. It is what it is. Rob Rich, what's going on with you, man? What it do? What it do? Chavis, what's up with you, man? What's good? Per Black, what it do? What it do? Fritz, what's up, man? Pseudo Killer in the UK. Yeah, man. Pseudo Killer. Official. What's up with you, man? Now Valley Civilization, man. Peace and pseudo power. Never that. Never the pseudo power, bro.
I said the pseudo power.
Man, we ain't gonna do the pseudo power, yo. Tetai, Usia, what's up? 2220 Love 07. What's up with y'all? Everything is everything. Charles Goodwin, what's up with you? Rob Rand, what up with you, man? Kenan Wright, what's up? What's up? Yeah, man. So, okay. We ain't gonna be here super long, man. We'll run some things over, man. We're gonna get right into it. And we're gonna start off like this, man. Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's the pseudo killers on deck. We're coming to do what we got to do. We're going to do what we got to do. We standing tall. We standing strong. Pseudo killers on deck. What's going on, Sean? What it do? What it do? What it do, man? Mossy Clan Warrior, Kofi Pasai Research Team, Raw Squad Official, Pseudo Killer. What's up with you? Silence of Sean.
Black African power, man. Peace to everybody in the chat. Everything's cooling, man. Just ready to put this work in and keep our people updated with the right information.
Yeah, we're gonna ease right into this, man. Gonna get right into it. So why the title Piltdown, man? Nanomedicine and VAERS. So science is self-correcting. And you know it is, because like when you deal with the VAERS, like they want to catch everything. They don't care if you're a doctor. They don't care if you're a politician. They don't care if you broke as hell. They don't care if you're black, white, Chinese, German. They don't care. What they care about is they want to know what happened to you after you got vaccinated if you have a problem. Simple as that. So watch this. People will make, they'll say, well, after I took a vaccine a week later, such. They want to know about it, right? Say somebody died. They want to know about it. Now, this does not mean that the vaccine caused it. And the pseudos in our community, they're taking advantage of that right there. I never forget it. I seen Minister Stinky Inky with the 2 gold teeth back from the 70s in his mouth. I'll never forget the time he did a video and he took the VAERS system, and he went to the actual website and took all the numbers that was on there, right? And was making it like that's verified. Like he doesn't understand, the pseudo don't understand what the system is actually doing. It's a tracking device. It's part of the steps. You know what I'm saying? They got like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and all that. And they put the vaccine out, but then VAERS is part of that whole system there. It's a monitoring system. So Sean, you want to start off with that, or you want me to dive in first? What you doing?
Yeah, I can go in first, man, just to get people, put people up on game, and then we can continue to build. Let me get my screen shared. All right, so first let's deal with it like this. So what is VAERS? So let's talk a little bit about what it actually is, okay? Now, there's very important information right here. So I'm gonna go through, just bear with me. I'm not gonna flood you all, but I am gonna show you how to get where you need to go. VAERS, HHS.gov. All right, so it was established in 1990. It's called a Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System. It is nationally early warning system to detect possible safety problems in U.S. licensed vaccines. So VAERS is co-managed by the CDC and Control and Prevention, and the U.S. The FDA. Okay. Now, VAERS is a passive reporting system, meaning it relies on individuals to send reports of their experiences to CDC and FDA. VAERS is not designed to determine if a vaccine caused a health problem, but is especially useful for detecting unusual or unexpected patterns of adverse event reportings that might indicate a possible safety problem with a vaccine. This way, VAERS can provide CDC and the FDA with valuable information that additional work and evaluation is necessary to further assess possible safety concerns. Now, when you go to the CDC and you pull it up on a website, they give you a guide on actually how to submit your documents and your claims and all of that on the website. They give you a host of areas and things, statistics, data, and helpful information that you actually can research. And then it tells you everything that you actually can learn from VAERS data. So it says the number of VAERS reports submitted varies each year. In 2019, VAERS received over 48,000 reports. About 85 to 90% of the reports describe mild side effects such as fever, arm soreness, and crying, or mild irritability. The remaining reports are classified as serious, which means that the adverse event resulted in permanent disability, hospitalization, life-threatening illness, or death. While these problems happen after vaccination, they are rarely caused by the vaccine. That's important to know. So moving on, this document, a PDF, helps you understand the vaccine adverse event reporting system even further. They give you some bullet point references. It was last updated in 2013. It says the reporting is one of the components of the United States Comprehensive Vaccine Safety Monitoring Systems. Reports are monitored carefully by the CDC and the FDA, which I stated. And it says some other key point. Well, one key point here is that anyone can submit a report to VAERS, including healthcare professionals, vaccine manufacturers, vaccine recipients, and parents or family members of people who ever received a vaccine. All right, it answers a couple of critical questions by explaining what VAERS is, how VAERS data is used. So it's very important that we know how it's used. VAERS scientists look for unusual high numbers of reports of an adverse event after a particular vaccine or a new pattern of adverse events. If scientists see either of these situations, focus studies and other systems are done to determine if the adverse event is or is not a side effect of the vaccine. Information from VAERS and vaccine safety studies is shared with the public. All right. Now, throughout the monitoring, VAERS conducted studies and sharing findings. Appropriate actions are taken to protect the public's health. All right. So, for example, VAERS identifies mild adverse events that is verified as a side effect in the focus study. This information is reviewed by the CDC, FDA, and vaccine policymakers. In this situation, the vaccine may continue to be recommended if the disease prevention benefits from vaccines outweigh the risk of a newly found side effect. All right. Now, over here, something that's very important. It shows you here how to report an adverse event. At the very top of this, you basically, there's two ways to submit your online report to VAERS. Option one is to report online to VAERS. You will submit your information here, report it online. Option two is to report using a writable PDF, which means you can go in there and alter it. And if you need further assistance, there's a website, info@vaers.org, or an 800 number for you to call and report your illnesses. And then they go ahead and what you'll need to fill out, they'll give you a checklist and you can get the full checklist here. All right. Now, when you get all your information together and you begin to want to look at certain data, you know, this website here is from the CDC, but it shows you how you can research the data and research the reportings. And then, of course, it's going to give you a disclaimer and tell you how everything is working and monitored here. Okay, so I'm working through this so I can get to a particular point for everybody. Now, here's a guide. They even give you a guide to interpreting their data. Okay, it says when evaluating the data for VAERS, it is important to note that for any report event, no cause and effect relationship has been established. Reports of a possible association between vaccines and adverse events, possible side effects, are filed in VAERS. Therefore, VAERS collects data on any adverse event following vaccination, be it coincidental or truly caused by vaccine. That is key. coincidental or truly caused by a vaccine. The report of an adverse event to VAERS is not documentation that a vaccine caused the event. All right. Now, VAERS does have limitations. Millions of vaccines are given to each year to children less than 1 year old in the U.S., usually between 2 and 6 months of age. At this age, infants are at greater risk for certain medical adverse events, including high fever, seizures, and sudden infant death syndrome. Some infants will experience these medical events shortly after vaccination by coincidence. These coincidences make it difficult to know whether a particular adverse event resulted from a medical condition or from a vaccine. Therefore, vaccine providers are encouraged to report all adverse events following vaccination, whether or not they believe a vaccine caused it. All right, so then it gives you and it tells you here to keep in mind the following limitations. One of the key emphasis here is underreporting, which can be big in any community or any reporting system, is one of the main limitations of passive surveillance systems, including VAERS. The term underreporting refers to the fact that VAERS receives reports for only a small fraction of actual adverse events. The degree of underreporting varies widely. As an example, a great many of millions of vaccinations administered each year by injection cause soreness, but relatively few of the episodes lead to a VAERS report because we all anticipate soreness. All right. Now, physicians and patients under the minor side effects of vaccines often include this kind of discomfort, as well as low fevers. On the other hand, more serious and unexpected medical events are probably more likely to be reported than minor ones, especially when they occur soon after vaccination, even if they may be coincidental and related to other causes. So, with that being said, we're dealing with COVID-19 right now, right? So dealing with COVID-19, the US CDC says administered 15 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine as of January 19 versus 12 million doses administered on January 15. CDC says that 2 million individuals have received 2 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine as of January 19 versus 1.6 million individuals as of January 15. CDC says that 1.7 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine is administered in long-term care homes as of January 19 versus 1.3 million doses administered on January 15th. And the CDC also says that 13.5 million individuals have received 1 or more doses of COVID-19 vaccine versus 10.5 million individuals as of the 15th of January. So that's some good reporting there based on what we know of when published on the 20th of January, even though we are 10 days away from that day. Now, I wanted to use this because I had a brother use this on my page. So I just wanted to get here. Now, this is the National Vaccine Information Center. This gives you information that they pull and retrieve from VAERS. And this is a more useful database for public opinion, people like me and you who are looking and researching, and other people who may misinterpret the data. Okay, as of right now, since the 15th of December, they found 9,845 cases where vaccine targets COVID-19. Okay, they give you they deal with ages, they deal with all kinds of statistics here. But the main thing is that they give you the vaccine manufacturer, the lot dose number. This is just one shot. Site, they'll list the site and they'll list the route. Route usually is SYR. That just means abbreviated syringe. All right. And it'll say like left arm site, or it'll say RA. So LA or RA will be that. Now this will be the lot number, which you'll probably see a few places, but then you'll see that number 1 right here, which is essential in knowing how many doses. All right, so life-threatening, no. Birth defect, no. Died, no. Permanent disability, no. Recovered, yes. Office visit, no. ER, no. ER doctor, no. Hospitalized, no. Previous vaccines, if necessary, that data will go down there. Diagnostic lab, no. Write-up, CO had headache. Right? So one person experienced headache. I'm not going to go through all 9,000 of these, but they also tell you where these people from. This top person was a female from Arizona. All right. And when? Same day, female, West Virginia. All right. Did she recover? Yes. So she didn't die. Other medications, look at this. It lists all the other medications that she take. All right, her pre-existing conditions: hypertension, sleep apnea, and hypothyroidism. Thyroidism, my bad, hyperthyroidism. Now, her allergies: contrast, D4, contrast, shellfish, strawberries. So there go her allergies. Now, her lab data: she took Benadryl. No medical test done after Benadryl was administered by herself. Flushing went away and she felt better. All right, right up, felt warm, hot in the face and ears. You see how minimum these are? Okay, now I'm just gonna keep going, because if I just keep going right here, you're not gonna see anybody died, you know, from anything. You're gonna see a bunch of recovered, and you're gonna see some things. So we pay close attention to that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip further in the pages into 10. And what I want to do is I want to try to find find one death reporting, and then I want y'all to kind of understand how this whole game go. All right, it's 20 pages actually. So let me see if I can find a death. What day am I on? 12/17. Let me get some later dates. And while we do this, what we're going to find out here is you know, 9,000 reported cases, right? But a lot of these things are minor things that they actually have reported. But then the same website is being used by anti-vax, well, not really anti-vax. Well, I could say anti-vaxxers, but people who are trying to insinuate a reporting system. So VAERS, they use VAERS to say, well, there's been 180 deaths submitted to VAERS. What VAERS do is they investigate the deaths. But you have to remember that the data will stand, and VAERS is just a reporting system. So using this as a source to say you died from a vaccine really is not going to benefit you in your argument, because you can't use a reporting system to argue, you know, what you think happened to somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we 100 and some pages deep right now, and we ain't even getting to the deaths.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
That's a pseudo site right there too, yo.
Hey, I'm using it for a reason, because look, from the 122 release of VAERS data. So
okay, I got you. I just want to let everybody.
This is not VAERS's reporting data.
No. I just wanted to let everybody know that that's the pseudo site. They got you dying from vaccines, and you can type in autism there. They fake you out. That shit put together real swell.
You can put you basically can put in wherever you want to put in the search, and then it's going to replicate. But what I wanted to do was show some integrity here by basically using these people's source.
Yeah, that's good. No, that's fine. I ain't want nobody to get faked out though. Oh shit, that's a good source. Yeah. I ain't
if you want to deal with the actual data, you know what I mean?
No. I see what you're doing. Don't change the style for me. No. I just wanted to let everybody know. Don't be.
Yeah, you need to deal with VAERS reporting system will take you where you need to go to look at reporting and data, period.
Yeah, that's the real shit. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's where they're reporting at. Now, this is trying to draw information from the reporting site. You know, that's why they got their name in here, because they're trying to say, okay, well, we getting this from such and such. But I don't like this meta alerts stuff at all. But just using this website because a brother used this to try to prove 180 deaths.
And he went
right?
to the website though.
Yeah, he used this site and said there's been 180 deaths reported. So I'm back here where I need to be in the very back. So let's deal with it. Moderna, male, Louisiana, 69 days after vaccine, 0. Find that kind of odd. Entered on 121. Life-threatening, no. Birth defect, no. Died, yes. All right. Now notice the write-up says extreme fatigue. All right. Pre-existing conditions, diabetic, high blood pressure. Other medications, several. I have a list. This is just anyone saying it. Notice there's no site range, syringe, dose unknown. You know what I'm saying? Senior living. And senior living report way better than this. They report way better than this. Fatigue is a symptom. So this is basically just that one case. Now I'm going to see more. It's going to say deaths. All look, they're going to say deaths all through here. Now I want to share something with y'all. Within the first 900 pages, there's no deaths reported. There's no deaths reported. The latest deaths come in the 900 ranges, all the way into page 985. Because if I look, I'm on 977 right now. If I just keep going next, everything gonna say death. You don't believe me? Watch. Died, yes. All these deaths are newly added deaths. Died, yes. Look, they ain't got no submission date, but they got an enter date. So somebody could be going on VAERS right now and conflicting the data.
All right, do me a favor while you're in that. Can you go to the search engine and type in autism?
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Hold up. I gotta go to the home page. And then I gotta remember.
You see what they doing? I just want everybody to see how organized this shit is right here, yo.
Age, unknown, age. We ain't gotta figure that. Show graphs, case, show VARS ID, show map, vaccines, vaccine type disease, hardness, anthrax, COVID, HPV.
Yeah, yo, imagine you not understanding science and being scientifically literate. Imagine you not having methodology. Imagine if you don't know what a good source is. You just done at this point, yo. Like you just done.
Yeah, everything is not in here. Look, because I can't even get the autism out on this one.
It's got to be wait. I ain't saying that. Oh, you going to vaccine court? Nah, ain't. Hold on. Scroll up. Scroll up.
Now, right here where I need to be, the vaccine type disease.
No, let me see. Scroll. No, the other way. What is scroll down? How you call it?
Yeah, I got to go this way or do this. These are the vaccines, and these are the vaccine diseases.
I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about none of that. I ain't talking about
what you want.
Ain't it some way where you can actually search? I don't want to search the VAERS database. I want to show somebody something.
That's what I'm saying. This website is only gonna claim to do VAERS database, and then but it's gonna let you put in all this stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Can't look for something other like autism in there?
No, you can't do this on this site, huh?
Nah, I'm telling you, yo.
You can't do this on the site.
Yes, you can, yo.
Not this one. This one's limited.
That's the home page. I don't want to search. Go click the National Vaccine Information Center.
There's a button to the right that says find. Did you try clicking that?
Yeah, right there. Search. Right there. Up top. Up top. Nope. Nope.
I clicked on it right here.
Type in autism. Vaccine research.
I was gonna say there's a button to the right that says find. Can you do a search?
Click that. That's them. I would see that's their website of what they talking about.
It is very important that you report a vaccine reaction, blah, blah, blah. Report a vaccine right here. It's a bunch of bull.
That first paragraph, what they talking about?
The debate about whether vaccines can cause regression autism began in '85 with the publishing of a landmark book, DPT, A Shot in the Dark by Harris Coulter and Barbara Lowe Fisher. Among the more 100 cases of DTP vaccine-induced brain inflammation and immune system dysfunction detailed the book where children would develop regression autism after suffering a brain inflammation and encephalopathy following DPT vaccination. And then it talks about the Congress passed the National Childhood Vaccine Injury Act in '86. And it talks about 1990, the NVIC was contacted by Florida. Says son became, look what it says, who explained how her bright, healthy son became autistic following his MMR vaccine. Says the following information, visit different doctors, attempt to find out what happened to her son. Multiple tests were performed, evaluated, immune functions revealed a high antibody count to rubella vaccine. After
go.
Yeah.
See.
Vaccine support groups, supposed to be a link for that.
See.
They did all that. So it's really not, it's not going to give us.
It just did. Go to vaccine research. Nope, the other way. Vaccine reaction. Oh, they already did that. Hold on. See what they got on news and events. See what spectacular shit they got there. Oh man. Oh wow.
Nothing since 2019, really.
And COVID shut their ass down. And you know what's funny? I want everybody to know this company actually got money from, they got money from the government, right? Which is weird because y'all anti-vaccine, but y'all got money from the government, you know what I'm saying, dealing with the pandemic, and y'all don't fuck with it. That's funny. But since they had employees and shit working, they still was able to get the federal funding. Vaccine opponents outline online campaign to show distrust in coronavirus vaccines. You see all that shit? COVID vaccine information. So let me show y'all something. Enough of it. Enough. Let me show you. All right, hold on, Sean. Let me tell you something real quick. We're gonna keep it moving real fast, real quick and real fast around this joint. So vaccine information. How you doing, CK? How you doing? How you feeling?
Hey there. Peace. So y'all got some very interesting conversation. So I guess we're talking about some evolution, some nanomedicine, VAERS. I was gonna say I got that National Vaccine Information Center pulled up on Wikipedia. Very questionable organization.
No, it is that. It's pulled up now. You see it on the screen, right? National Vaccine Information, founded under the name to satisfy parents together in 1982, is an American 501, organization that has been widely criticized as a leading source. They're the leading source of fear-mongering and misinformation about vaccines. While the NVIC described itself as the oldest and largest consumer-led organization advocating for the institution of vaccine safety and informed consent protection. Now, they always say that to anti-vaxxers. We just want safer vaccines. This is how you know you're an anti-vaxxer, when you fight against vaccines and just say you want safer vaccines. Wait a minute. No matter how safe the vaccines are, you're going to find a reason not to take the shit. They say it promotes false and misleading information, including discredited claims that vaccines cause autism. And this campaign parade vaccinations as risky, encouraging people to consider alternatives. Absolutely. Like other anti-vaccines group, the NVIC has been investigating heavily into its social media presence in the 2010s. In addition to developing their own social media channels, the organization pushes anti-vaccine messages on online gatherings of young parents, anti-GMO activists, and wellness enthusiasts. However, due to the group's decision to stick to Facebook as their main social media channel, they experienced only a small growth of their social media base, while other anti-vaccine groups such as Children Health Defense, that's another fake out one for y'all. All right, look at what they're doing. Saw their impact increase considerably on systems such as Instagram during the COVID-19 pandemic. There you go. There you have it.
I don't think they should be allowed to have the word national in their name. Because that can confuse a lot of people thinking that it's a legitimate organization or a government organization.
The website is crispy. We're on our A game around here though, so you can't get me like that. You can get them fools. So a lot of times on Facebook, them fools be posting the shit off of that. That's why they easy to get picked off. That's just shit polite and all them be running to you. Smell you a mile away. Go ahead, Sean.
Oh yeah, well, the gist of all of that is just basically we just need to watch where this stuff is coming from, because they want you to report vaccine reactions to VAERS, but at the same time, these people that are using this data, right? You can't use it to argue that a vaccine caused the death. Now, I do find it very interesting that the last 60 plus pages are all going to say deaths, and not, they're going to say somebody died and they got the vaccine, but then they're not going to be specific because it's just a reporting system. So we're going to use a reporting system to claim that the vaccine caused the death without evidence. You know, like look, hospitalized, yes. How many days? You don't know, but you're the one making the report. You know, you saying this person died. You saying, you know, you don't even tell us where they got the vaccine at. It's a lot of incomplete. And we have to be very careful because anybody can report some stuff to this website.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And this is what I mean by the last 60 plus pages are false reports. Earlier on, when I first started scanning and going through, they were specific. They told you to, you know, they went through, they gave you the people's name. I mean, not their names, but they give you the age, you know, the male, sex. They even give you a submission date. Now these submission dates start to disappear. It give you a specific number of days. It was more direct earlier on. Even using the pseudo site, it was more direct with the data. Now you know, it's a bunch of unknown. Look, unknown. Called to schedule second vaccine. The daughter reports that he died on 1/19. You know what I'm saying? Like who's doing that? You see what I'm saying? Like, really, who's doing this? Who called who?
They misuse the system. The system is just for what it is. It's anecdotal, right? Like, if you think you had an allergic reaction, sore arm, whatever you think something wrong, right? Not what you know, not what you done went and got figured out through science, through doctors, is what you personally think. See, so that's serious right there, because they're not cutting anybody off. They're not saying, well, since you was born in Baltimore, Maryland, in the hood, then you couldn't possibly know what you was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you didn't go to school, we still want to hear what you're talking about. There could be something there. Or just because you're a doctor, we want to hear it. So doctors report to that. Lawyers report to that. Police can report to that. Anybody, anti-vaxxers will report to that.
Thanks.
Right? They probably called in and said, Henry Earn died from a vaccine. I'm sure he on that joint. So I'm just saying, like people ask me all the time, did you hear about Hank Aaron dying from a vaccine. I said, yeah, he died on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just crazy, man. So that system is an important system. It's a way to collect data and information from everybody. Simple as that. But for anybody to take this and put on a website as this is confirmed about anything is downright criminal. And the pseudos will use this against you. So we're here for you, family, because we care about you. Simple as that. So just, I know they won't call me police and the agent. Don't call me that. Call me officer friendly. Then you want to do that? Call me officer friendly. If you call me anything else, I'm a cuss you out.
Yo, so look, peep game. Now remember, the VAERS reporting system is for us in the United States. Look what it says: no age, female, location, foreign, vaccinated on 1/7, onset 110 days after vaccination 3, submitted, no date, entered 115. She died, yes. Everything else is a no. Date died 110. Remember, it was entered on 115. She died on 110. Look what they say about the death, the write-up. Patient died while there were no other complaints at the time. Just listen to me. This is a spontaneous report received from a contactable consumer, Pfizer colleague. A 99-year-old female patient received the vaccine via an unspecified route of administration on the 7th of January 2021. A single dose for COVID-19 immunization. The patient's medical history and concomitant medications were not reported. The patient died 3 days after the vaccine while there were no other complaints at the time of January 10th. The patient died on request. Hold up, my bad. Died on the 10th. It was not reported if the autopsy was performed. The family assessed there was a causal relationship with the vaccine. Information on the lot batch number has been reported. Reported causes of death: died 3 days after the vaccine while there were no other complaints. That's one lady. It gets better because this is the last page. You see it? It's the last page. It gets better. They write that one. Then come back. Male, location, foreign, right? Onset, vaccinated on 12/31, onset 1/5, died, yes. Entered on 1/15. Notice that this is the day that they start doing a lot of the reporting of the deaths and going and look, died in sleep. This got to be Hank Aaron. Died in sleep.
Well, yeah,
Look, this is a spontaneous report for a contactable physician. Straight up,
but they want all the information though. Science wants that information, y'all.
Right.
You can't report ink in them niggas is selling that shit, can you? You wouldn't know. They have no reporting system. They're gonna run from you. Not like you ain't buy from. They're gonna do all that. Oh, shout out, man, to Shaquan Boykins, man. Boy, appreciate that cash app right there, man. Thanks for helping support. And that's going straight to the system I'm putting together. Going straight there. Yep. Upgrading the studio. All right, appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
This is and the dates are not even in order. When you get to these later pages, they're not in order if you look at the dates that they were entered, because when I was on page 985, the date entered was 115. I'm on 978, and this is entered on 121. So this is kind of like some makeshift data that actually comes up, but this is what they're using to make their arguments. You know what I mean, as far as death. So like I said, if there was a death, they put them in. This is what 180.
But it's criminal though, is my point is, because that's just a reporting system, not a system after shit has been confirmed system. They want all data and information, right? And I'm gonna say it.
Hold on. So let me just kill it like this. Patient, reporter, facility, vaccine information, additional information. Fields marked with the asterisks are essential and should be completed, right?
Good,
So they want the date of birth, vaccine date, date of adverse event started, time. They want all this. They want the age, and then you can fill out additional information if you want to, and then submit, right? So you got that. That's how it's supposed to go. So they only want 2, 4. They want 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 filled out, right? And then the other stuff is illegitimate, but you didn't see where they were asking for vaccine information, right? So you got the you can change the event to enter to make it look a little bit different. You can get more specific data right there because there's some stuff when you hit next. If you didn't see how I did that, I basically clicked over here, and this goes down to complete status of. But like I said, when you get ready to pull the data search, and we did this before, you're gonna go somewhere else, and you can look at the details and things of that nature. So we just got to be very, very careful and understand what we got going on. It says, look, the vaccine adverse events reporting system database contains information on unverified reports of adverse events. That's all it does. It contains information on unverified.
Say it again.
The VAERS system database contains information on unverified reports of adverse events.
I bet you can't find that on the other website. I bet you $2 right there. You will find none of that shit.
We ain't gonna get none of that on here.
How you not gonna tell us? Why you playing, yo? I'm over here. I'm concerned. I'm trying to learn something. I'm into your website, right? I'm looking at it. Let me see. What it say?
National Vaccine Information Center, NVIC.
That sounds legit. Now move up a little bit. Let me see. What is it saying? Beginning of the page. Why you doing that shit? They doing the divine in them on y'all right here, yo. The Duke of Tears. They playing. You see how they playing you, yo? They rocking you to sleep. Administered by unknown symptoms, death, fatigue, limp, birth. Man, they just did you. They did you up, yo. If you don't know, they got you, yo. Look how crispy it look, yo. So we will use methodology to determine. We'll look up the name. The first thing you do is you put that name in the search engine and figure out if it's credible or not. You get some information on this website before you start diving this motherfucker and telling all your daggone family and friends, yo, I found this website, yo, it's got all the information we need. That's not how it's done. That's all they telling you about from 1/22/2021 release on VAERS data. If you don't know what the hell it is, you don't know they got you right there, man. Like that's not right, man. That's that deception right in front of your face, and that's the game they playing with us, man. They doing that right. That's how they get y'all. All right, that's how they get y'all. Simple as that. So we had a all right, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. I don't want to cut your time.
No. Go ahead. Let me unshare because I'm about to do something.
So that conversation we had and that replay we had, there was a question asked, right? So in a minute, you're gonna see how Piltdown, man, VAERS, and Nanomedicine, how that shit all go together, right? Show you how science works. So in that conversation, the question was asked, right? It was like, yo, the nanoparticles cause severe respiratory problems, right? Let me do this for y'all. So let me show you the flim flam bim bam, how they did you, right? Disingenuous, dishonest, okay? Mixing and matching information and terminology. It's the pseudo dance on you. It's crazy as hell. So put this in y'all pseudo killers folder, man. Public health, all right? Nanotechnologies, man. Here, let me see. Drop this in here for y'all, man. All right, y'all put this in there. All right. That's a little old, a little outdated. They've updated the science on it, but I wanted to give y'all something so you can just say, okay, you just can't tell me anything about nanoparticles no more. All right.
Okay. While you doing that real quick, you on your screen? Okay, cool. I can't put this in the chat, but maybe CK can. CK, I'm going to give you a YouTube video that's like less than 15 minutes. It shows you how to view the reporting from VAERS, and it looks nothing like what we just witnessed.
Copy.
I'm gonna just give you the link. I'm gonna give you the link, and in the link it'll take if people scroll down on the link that I'm about to give you, it's going to take you where you need to go to view that data and give people what they need. It's a resource site, and all you gotta do is scroll down. They got 4 sections, and it tells you the video demonstrates how to use VAERS search tool, and then you can see below to watch specific sections of the video, and it gives you that. So I'm gonna give you that right now. My bad. Go ahead.
No, good.
Yeah, so there you go. See, can I put in the Zoom? And that's the resource site. So that'll show everybody how to use the website to confirm some of those reportings. Now, I could have went and did the downloaded it to my laptop and then went back to the NVIC site, and cross-reference the data and see how they reporting on one end versus how they reporting now. But that just would have been a little exhausting.
All right, I dropped that in the chat for y'all, man. So y'all can just learn a little bit about nanotechnologies, man. Source document 2006, man. Green facts 2007, man. All right, we in 2021, man. But just to give you a briefing, I'm sitting here eating my green algae, yo, helping to fight Corona, yeah. All right, here we go, real quick.
Wow. Oh, wow.
We actually had a person tell us that. So, what is nanotechnology? Let's click it. Nanotechnology is a term given to those areas of science and engineering where phenomena that take place at dimensions in a nanometer scale. Let's see what this is for a minute. Boom. Nanosize, similar terms, nanosize. Definition, having one or more dimensions of or less. Hold on, let me see. Having one or more dimensions of the order of 1 nm, that's nanometer, or less. All right. All right. Nanoscale. Let's see what the nanoscale is. Nanosize. Didn't I just put that? All right, I just hit that. Hold on. Nanometer. Symbol for nanometer, y'all. NM. Okay. Unit of length or equal to 1 millionth of a millimeter. All right. 10 to the 9 meters. Y'all see that, right? Unit of length. That's a what? That's a nanometer. All right. And so we've seen a nanoscale, right? See what the nanoscale is. Again, the nanoscale is having one or more dimensions of the order of 100, right? Nanometers. Okay. So there was a question asking me, yo, how many nanoparticles in that? They should have asked me what was the size of the nanoparticles in the COVID-19 vaccine. It would have been a real question. All right. They didn't even know how to ask the goddamn right question. So nanoscales, okay, are utilized in the design and characterizations, products, and application of material structures, devices, and systems. Although in the natural world, there are many examples of structures that exist with nanometers. Dimensions thereafter referred to as nanoscale. including essential molecules within the human body and components of foods. And although many technologies have incidentally involved nanoscale structures for many years, it has only been in the last quarter of a century that it has been possible to actively and intentionally modify molecules and structures within this size range. It is this control at a nanometer scale that distinguishes nanotechnology from other areas of technology. All right. So we got you. What is it? What's the next question? Let me see something here. Hold on. I'm gonna come to this piece right here. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so another question was asked. Here's where they played the game on you. Who knew? It says, how can inhaled nanoparticles affect health, right? So they was trying to use, watch this. They was using nanoparticles. We was talking about COVID-19 vaccine. And we was dealing with the delivery system of those nanoparticles. We was talking about the mRNA vaccine. So why would the person in that conversation start talking about these particles can affect your respiratory system? So you was fucking talking about pollution? Watch this. How can inhaled nanoparticles affect health? Remember that, Sean? Remember you brought that up?
Yeah.
Why would they do that? We ain't talking about pollution, bro. We talk about something humans created. The role of nanoparticle matter as a component of air pollution within and influence of human health is well established, although the mechanisms of action are poorly understood. Okay? Ambient particles, air pollution was found to be statistically associated with cardiovascular morbidity and mortality. They give the sources. However, very little is known on the relationship between specific exposure and nanoparticles and health effects, in contrast with the large number of epidemiological studies on large particles. So why would they bring up something just because they're using the word nanoparticles and try to integrate that into the damn vaccine? It's two different things, y'all. So when we say nanoparticles, we're talking about the scale, the size of it. Why would they use that? Let me tripping, man. Stupid. Stupid. What's up, man? Why would they use that in a vaccine conversation? Why would they apply something that occurs in pollution or other things? Why would they use that in a conversation? Hold on. Let me see. Wait. Oh, man. Why? I mean, like, why would they do that? What's the game? Right, because they own the con, y'all. They own the con and they con the hell out of everybody else. Let me see something here. Something else I want to kind of add. Let's see. Let me see. Trying to find something here. Hold on. Hierarchy self-organisms span in single molecules, size of 1 nanometer in size, in large animals and plants. Oh man, let me see. Well, I think y'all pretty much got that clear, man. And I put this source in there for y'all to go ahead and run through it and look at it. All right, this is in 2007, 2006. But the point is, they brought that shit up in a vaccine conversation. All right, we were talking about technology and the application of it in the vaccine, and that should have been a conversation, right? I think you could probably go here What are the health implications of nanoparticles used as drug carriers? This would have been more to the conversation, right? Can be used in drug delivery processes either as a drug formulation itself or as a drug delivery carrier. All right, boom, 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 boom. The therapy diagnosis, imaging, although many challenges still need to be resolved. That's 2005. In addition, nanostructures are being investigated for gene delivery purposes. Give you the sources there. Many different formulations of nanoparticles have been used for drug delivery purposes, including aluminum. Let's see, man, it's a lot. They got this is sourced up all the way for y'all. Dang, hold on, what they're gonna point at. Solid lipid formulations. Man, they just dig up. I hate when they source this way. Magnetic iron oxidate, metallic poly. All right, that's all source. All the sources, nanoparticles are already subject to clinical studies. Anti-cancer drugs, this is important. Y'all gonna see later on. Anti-cancer drug delivery and purposes, right? Okay, so back in 2006, they was using it, right, for anti-cancer drug delivery purposes, right? Okay, so we're gonna move from the source, all right, and we're gonna move to the journal of Nature. Nanotechnology, journal of Nature, all right? See what it is. Vaccines are the most promising solution to mitigate the spread of the coronavirus SARS-CoV-2. Nanomaterials play an important role in all aspects of vaccine designs, delivery, and administration. Nanoparticles enable multivalent antigens, presentation, and stabilization of antigens upon administration. They can serve as adjuvants. You know, these adjuvants help foster a better immune response, okay? So these nanoparticles can do what? They can serve as adjuvants to boost the immune response. This is what they do with the flu vaccine. They try to figure out what strand it is. They figure out if, okay, do we need to boost the immune response, so they use adjuvants. So these nanoparticles can be used for that. Watch out, what else? And they can act as carriers for the targeted delivery of antigens, okay? Indeed, an mRNA vaccine delivered by lipoid, hold on, let me get this right. Is liposomal nanoparticles, and I know I'm saying the goddamn wrong word wrong.
Liposomal.
Yeah, that's it. Damn, liposomal. That's it. Correct. Liposomal nanoparticles is amongst the candidates currently in clinical trials against SARS-CoV-2, while it remains a fact that no mRNA or DNA vaccine, watch this, y'all, is currently approved for disease. Remember that question they asked me? Divine asked me. Let me finish. Now, this article is, let me get back. Let me show you when this is written, though. This is written in August. All right? August 2020, right? So we passed that stage. Let me get here. Watch this. That's the question I was asked. Well, you know it wasn't used, so you know what I'm saying? Do you think it's safe? That, you know, it never, is it true that before this vaccine that there wasn't? Okay, so watch this. While it remains a fact that no mRNA or DNA vaccine is currently approved for any disease, the delivery of nucleic acid requires some form of modification or a nano device to prevent degradation in the body. And liposomal devices have indeed already been approved for mRNA delivery. So they actually was already approved. See, this is the conversation that we should have had, but they tried to trick you. They was focusing on the mRNA and DNA vaccines, right? But they didn't tell you that this particular technology had already been approved. that this particular technology was already in use. So it wasn't like they came out of nowhere with the shit. Everybody tries to play the game and make it seem as if this shit came out of nowhere, y'all. See the game they playing with y'all? Prove that. Liposomal devices have indeed already been approved for RNA delivery, albeit not yet for vaccines. So not for vaccines, but for something else I'm gonna show y'all. The nanotechnology community has further gained immense knowledge over the past years in the development of cancer nanovaccines to boost and or reprogram host immunity, which may now provide a solid starting point for immediate approaches against SARS-2. So what they did, approval vaccine nanotechnology, gained immense over the past development of cancer nanovaccines. So they already had it in cancer nanovaccines to boost and or reprogram host immunity. So let's see it. Onpethro, okay? That's the name of it. The Onpethro story and the clinical translation of nanomedicines containing nucleic acid-based drugs. All right, it was using that for cancer. Now watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something. Here we go. Y'all can see the screen, of course. Recent patents on nanotechnology. All right, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all this. I want to straight. Hold on, see if I can get to it. Damn it. All right, so right here, lipid drugs, right, that have received regulatory approval from the FDA or the EMA. All right. We at Sean?
Right here.
So year approved. That's 1990. Am I correct? In Europe. 1997 in the USA. 1995, 1999, 2003. Right? This is the drug. The nanotechnology delivery system was actually approved then. Okay? Look at that. All the way to 2018. So the trick is to say, is it not true that the nanotechnology and mRNA vaccines were never approved before? The truth is the technology had already been approved, and they've been working on the goddamn technology and getting it approved since 1990. That's damn near 40 years. They don't want to tell y'all that though, right? They don't want to tell you they've been working on coronaviruses for the last 30 years. So for the last 40 years, right, they've been had shit approved for the nanotechnology delivery system. They won't say that though. They'll trick you. On Facebook, they'll talk that talk. They'll play that game. But none of them can show you from the Journal of Nature where shit actually was approved. Breast cancer. Look at this. Ovarian cancer. These are the different drugs using delivery system. It's all here. But why ain't they bringing this information to y'all? I'm gonna put this in the chat. See?
Cause they ain't
go ahead. What's great say, Sean?
They ain't got this information. They ain't looking for that.
They're too busy listening to them pseudoscientists and those mother flipping conspiracy theorists.
That's not right, man. Come on, man. We're talking about our damn health, yo.
All of these links will be in the Pseudo Killer Discord server as well.
All right, so let me show y'all something, man. Let me look. Look, God darn it. I take my time with this right here, all right? Kind of show you how I work. All right, I'm gonna put this in here too. Look, here. All right, and read this slow. Put this in y'all pseudo killer folder, man. So, okay. Key steps include the disassociation of PEG lipids from the partial surface. Now, recruitment of indigenous APOE to the lipid surface, right here.
It's endogenous.
Huh?
That word is endogenous.
That's
yeah.
like take from. Man, why did that pop back up? Hold on. Endogenous. I said it wrong. What did I say?
I don't know what you said, but it's endogenous.
No, I said endogenous. You got it wrong. Look. Endogenous. Don't mess me up. Shit.
Go ahead then.
God Almighty. You almost messed me up. Got me saying it wrong.
Scientists say it like that.
Having an internal cause of origin. Growing or originating from within an organism. Well, you funny, yo.
I ain't lying.
You say science. All right, hell, shit. Unc said it that way. I was going with the daggone thing. Okay, where we at? What I'm trying to do here? I can't eat indigenous.
Endogenous.
Right, yo, you messed me up, Sean. I had that shit down pat. APOE is right here. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Y'all see the lipid protein. So let's see what it do. So these is running around, right? This lipid particle is going to attract this. Let's see, the APE to the LNP surface. They're going to attract to the lipid particle surface, which is this. That's their message in there, right? Let's see what that's for. Tracking of lipids through the, let's see, fenestrated, endorphin, and binding to low density lipid protein receptors. Here you go. It's going to bind to that. Boom. And other AP binding receptors. What's this? Hepatocytes? Am I saying that right? Probably not. We get it straight. Internalization of lipids via endogenous protonations of the ionizable. This is this polite favorite word. Ionizing. Remember, he kept saying that ionizable lipids due to the low pH in the endorsum interaction of the protonated ionizable lipid with negatively charged. That is important because if you remember the last thing I was just reading to you when I first talked about the nanoparticles, right? It has to be able to, watch this. If you look right here, let me show y'all something right here. These charges, see that negative and positive charge right there? The charge has got to be such to where it actually attracts this to the nanoparticles right there. To the, it's got to be able to attract to that. The balance got to be right. So here you go, the APOE binding cell receptor. So this right here, this APOE actually binds to this receptor right here. Watch this, APO binding cell surface to the the LDLR. Actually binds to that. Watch this, hold on. I'm gonna show you where it's at. Recruitment, surface tracking. There you go. Right here, go to where right here. low, that's the L, density lipoprotein receptor. See?
Copy.
See? There you go. So see it right there? The low density lipoprotein receptor. All right? So this right here, this APOE binds to this, and this allows that low density lipoprotein receptor, this is what Divine was fucking up at. All right? Binds to this particular, this is a receptor right here of the cell. It allows it to get in, to bind to it. You know, we always talk about you bind into the receptor. That's how it get in. And that's how this nanotechnology actually gets in with the message. Do y'all see that? Let me make it bigger for y'all. There you go. And based off that negative and positive charge, right? Ionized. That's my favorite word. It allows it to actually stick to it. And in here is the message, but you use this APOs, so it actually sticks to that. Boom. Now watch why. This is important because now, what's the word I want to use here? Now they can get very, very specific in where the goddamn medicine go, y'all. That's the point. Free drugs. In the legend, when they say free drugs, meaning like right now they got free drugs, mean the goddamn medicine you take go all over your body, yo. But this nanotechnology allows it to specifically go to a specific place. These APOEs stick to this. That's an RNA message right there. Y'all see that, right? That's a big cell. It allows it in based off receptor, and then it can do its thing. Look, see, it delivered its payload. Bang, there you go. That's what you're looking at. Now, this is for the cancer drugs. All right. So now what they're doing is, here's the level, y'all. Let me tell you what the level is. Now, the level is, you know, we can directly take that nanoparticle to an area. Now they got nano drugs that actually is going to help turn heart disease, right? Because, you know, on your arteries, right, over time, that plaque actually build up on the arteries, and maybe you taking those drugs, those free drugs, where it might get there, but it's not going to concentrate to get there, and it's going to be everywhere. But now they got some things that go directly to the articles, and it should bind to the plaque, and it knock it off and eat it away. This is why this is the next step. It's safer. Why? Because now your drugs is not everywhere. It's in a specific area doing a specific thing. That's why this third generation vaccine is so important now. Because now they're delivering the medicine or the message straight to where they wanted to go to. It's the difference between your ass getting on a daggone wooden ship with some sails and floating all around the ocean till you get there, following the winds and doing all that, and then having a daggone engine on your joint, metal, and going straight to your point. That's the difference, man. Don't let them make you afraid of technology. Yeah, you're going to have your bumps in the road, but remember, y'all, doing this nanoparticle technology, they've been doing it for 40 years on cancer drugs, and I just showed y'all that. Okay? They're trying to trick you and fool you. They're trying to make you afraid of technology like you some damn barbarians. Nope. We African Americans, we space age Africans, and we on our A game. And it's just that simple. We're not afraid of technology. So I don't know why they fight against technology and science. They want to take you back to the Stone Age. Okay. First, they teach you your history through the lenses of pseudoscience. Remember, pseudoscience has leaves no residue. It leaves nothing for you to use. It builds nothing. It produces nothing. There's no production out of pseudoscience. That's why it's called pseudoscience. It doesn't work. It's not true. So how many people we got vaccinated so far, Sean?
Over 20, I think we're over 26 million, but more than that worldwide.
What's worldwide?
Hold up. I know they had administered over 82 million doses. Now, that was yesterday when I checked. As of right now, as of the 30th, there were 94 million shots given. United States was at 30.5 million have been given the vaccine. This is vaccinations in the U.S. Since the 14th of December. This is healthcare workers, etc. Huh?
You put it on the screen? You got it?
Yeah, I can put it on the screen. It's easy money.
So what is science producing? Science has produced a technology that makes the vaccines you're taking now safer, no matter what them niggas say. Not to mention, this is something else they're not telling you about the the lipid particles, right? That depending on how they construct it, they can make it dissipate quicker. Okay, I see it. All right.
So since Biden took office, it did kind of spike up a little bit.
That's your homework.
I mean, remember like a week or two ago, we did have a gang of unmasked, domestic terrorists at the Capitol. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, there we go right there.
And they went back to their respective states.
Getting locked up.
Yeah, but look at that. We're averaging 1.3 million dose rate. That's per day. And remember, his goal was 100 100 million in 100 days.
Yeah, I need that. I'm saying, look, that's up to y'all what y'all want to do.
Yikes.
I'm not sitting around getting picked up on. How you doing, CK? Because you took your second shot, didn't you?
On Thursday.
Are you talking from heaven? That's all I want to know.
This is a pre-recorded message. Please leave it. Man, I messed it up. Then
Where Malcolm at? Pseudo kill official. Where you at?
Oh no, I think he's still working, yo.
He might be knocked out, man.
He out there giving a shot, ain't
he? Yep.
Yep. It looked like he got much better too. Remember, he had COVID.
Yeah, he didn't recover, but he trying to get to that point where he can get his shot because he can't get it yet.
Yeah, because I don't know, like I've heard some doctors say that they should wait 30 to 90 days or whatever or something like that before they get the shot. But Vincent Rakinyella said that they shouldn't wait; they should just go ahead and get it.
Yeah, he did say that.
Oh, Vincent.
I mean, I can understand why, because you might not be able to get it later because a lot of these manufacturers are struggling to keep up with production.
Yeah, they ain't gotta go fast.
Hence, why they shockingly approved AstraZeneca because Moderna and
not here though. In the UK,
they not did. Here? Oh, it's just over there in Europe.
Yeah, just Europe, not here. I
was looking stupid telling people that they didn't approve them, but apparently they approved them Friday.
Yeah, they over there in the UK, but we ain't. That ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you.
I don't know. How do you feel about that though?
I'm finna tell you the truth. They finna do what was it? Novavax and Johnson & Johnson to go get FDA approvals.
You think so?
AstraZeneca ain't coming until about April, late March, April.
It's the second generation joints, right?
Yeah.
Vector. Is that the vector?
The viral vector is what Johnson & Johnson is.
Synthetic.
Yeah. Yep.
So they use the synthetic virus. They take out and disable it.
Yeah. But after 28 days, the efficacy rate gets up to 86%.
Yeah, I need the 90.
And Johnson & Johnson. Yeah.
I had a question though, Sean.
Black people, by the time it gets to the black community, y'all gotta use the 60.
The 67%.
Some bullshit, yo. That shit funny as a motherfucker, yo. By the time you get to the black community, y'all shit gonna be 65.
Yeah, by the time it get to us, we gonna be using the conventional vaccine.
Yep, that's funny. See, yeah. Man, who was that?
Oh, I did send out the link to some pseudos talking crazy on your thread. I
Oh,
probably should have warned you.
oh, what?
But
Yeah.
they were talking a little greasy. I don't appreciate the disrespect that they were throwing your way. So ooh, I was about to curse. They need to bring their ass on the panel.
Hold on, this Tyrone from Unk Post.
Oh yes, it is. I told you. I sent it out to all of them. All of them that was talking greasy. They all can get this work tonight.
Yo, he want to sit here. He want to sit here and just talk out ear off. I don't want smoke. Where the other dude at? Where is Dot at? Get them all in. Where Ray Johnson at? Get Ray. Lee
Yep. I sent it to all of them, Sean. All of them.
Yeah.
And I sent it about 40 minutes ago, so that's plenty
We know
of
the
time.
rules of engagement. We know the damn rules of engagement, man. So we're not gonna cut you off. I see you got your camera on. What's your name? Introduce yourself, bro. You must got. I can't hear you. Can y'all hear him?
No.
He has to unmute himself. You gotta click the little thing to the bottom, slide to the left, and click the little thing in the middle of the whatever.
He ain't muted.
And probably the mic that he's using in. But if he installed the app and he clicked to not allow his mic to be used, it's not gonna let him speak, even if he does.
By using audio.
Huh?
There you go. Nah, I don't think he got his audio joined by using audio.
Yeah,
but I did say something initially.
You got joined by using audio, bro.
Stage fright.
No, he gonna get it in. Forgot who was I talking to? Who I had on my damn thing, CK?
Yeah, it's a list of them, man. I told you.
I actually went live with him.
When? Where?
Man, you ain't see that
one? Probably not. Y'all don't be telling me nothing,
Ray Johnson. Nah, it was just I go live on Facebook during the day. Ray Johnson.
Oh yeah. I did see that. I did see that. I think I was at work watching it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sherman crazy as hell. That nigga got a bowl of fruit. Hey, Tyrone Thurman, where the hell you at, man? Stop it. Oh, man. I ain't seen what you put on the post. What post you got him on, though, CK?
Huh, what? What
post you put the link at?
The one that you got that has like 200 something comments on it. It's the one that you posted. I think it was yesterday or today.
Yeah, the last one you posted. Yeah, I didn't comment at all. I didn't want them notifications.
Yeah, I didn't comment. It was just too much. It was too much pseudo craziness for me. I couldn't. I couldn't, man. Like them dudes be going pseudo nova on your damn post. Like it's just like crazy claim at the crazy claim at the crazy claim. And I don't even think they be understanding what they be reading half the time. And then other half the time they using sources that is from known anti-vax websites or just straight up websites that are like tabloid websites that just be putting out sensational news or information rather.
Tyrone, what up, bro? What's good? You gonna build with us or what? We see you here, but we don't hear you saying nothing, yo.
I can't even see his head. You can see him?
Nah, he turned his camera off. All you gotta do is hit the mic.
His mic's not plugged in. Whatever he's using to speak, his mic is not plugged in.
He gotta leave and come back.
Yeah. But what I was saying is that like if he like installed the Zoom app, if he selected to not to give the app permissions, he could turn everything on all he wants. It's not gonna let him speak. So sometimes you have to like go back to your settings and change the joint. Sometimes you gotta uninstall the app and reinstall it and make sure you hit yes on everything. But whatever he's using to speak, it's not connected, right? He's using his computer and the mic broke on that joint and he need to connect some headphones, or if he's on his phone.
I'm starting to think he don't want me to smoke.
You want this? You want to get smoked?
You see that? You saw the post though, right, Aunt?
I ain't see the post.
Oh, I got you. It's
Post me on the post. This shit. I get them going. I get to see those out there, boy. They be like, "Yo, you killing our people."
Yeah, it was a post that you did last night.
Oh, let's read that post.
Long as heck.
Put in the chat, CK. Dude ain't talking. I don't know what's up with
Put what in the chat?
The link.
Okay. Hey, any and all people, make sure y'all like, favorite, and subscribe. You know what I mean? Send the link out to the show to people, tell them to come through and share with us for a little bit.
I don't get why people scared, yo. Yo, Tyrone, you here, bro? What's good?
Oh, he can definitely hear.
Hey, but he ain't saying nothing. You can't talk right now? Can you comment in the chat?
Hold on, maybe if I do this. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm telling y'all, man, I don't think the brother want to talk. I just sent a message. He ain't coming. I know he can see the message. I just want to hear what some people got to say.
Yeah, I just want to listen. I ain't arguing with motherfuckers. We got the signs already.
Yep. Did you see what the one dude had said on your post, Aunt?
Nah.
I want to read that joint. Actually, I don't even think it was this post. I think I had shared your live stream from yesterday or the day before yesterday. Actually, you know what?
He ain't gonna say nothing at all, yo.
Man, he's stupid. He's pseudo. He won't give us a cure for the guy that going coronavirus. We can't operate the Zoom. All right, man. Enough for that.
He said it on your post?
Nah, I don't know what he said on the post. Let me see. I can't even find him on the post.
How CK find?
What I do?
How you find Tyrone?
If you want, I can tag you. Actually, hold up. How about this? I'll just drop the link to the darn post in the back chat, in the pseudo killer Facebook back chat.
I'm on the post.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I got him.
I would have made a separate. Yeah, I would have made a separate thread.
All right,
I tagged all of them.
Read it.
I think I was joking when I told them fools to join the panel this weekend. He thought I was joking. As soon as we went live, I tagged all of them.
All right, let me read
then
this.
some.
Let me read this.
What he used from Twitter, yo?
Huh?
He said next month the PCR testing will be reduced to 20 cycles and the cases will drop through the floor, leading to the belief that the vaccine is working.
Nah, man, let me read that shit. He gotta come on here and say that. Let me read this.
He on here, yo.
He not, man. He fucking can't hear.
Yeah, I would kick him out. And then boom, we can just drop the link and have him come back.
Once you kick him out, how you kick him out, Sean, where I don't block him out?
Yeah, just go to participant and then just hit remove. Cause his mic ain't connected at all. He's got his camera on here, but he ain't connected no audio.
What you mean participant? Ask to start video, make a host, rename host, remove.
Oh, participants. You see participants down at the bottom. It looked like the icon of people, a head and two shoulders.
Yeah, I did that. Okay.
I'm gonna go by his name.
Hit remove.
Yeah.
Do you want to remove Tyrone Thurman? All right, that won't kill him, right?
Nah.
All right, there you go. So he can come back. Let me see, I'm at the daggone. So it says, this the post a day ago. Got 217 comments, 7 shares, 69 likes. Okay, this pandemic will end soon, not because of our constitutional rights, not because of greedy politicians, not because of racism, not because of some food and vitamins, not because of some experimental drug or plant, or some wild ass conspiracy theory, but because of the science of immunology and virology and the understanding of Charles Darwin's natural selection, which is the foundation of modern biology, and the powers of vaccines. Hashtag space age Africans. And I got dudes wilding out on that. Right? Crazy. So let me do this real quick. That's that post. And they jumpy. They real jumpy. So right here we got quote unquote Piltdown man. If it belongs to the journals, you can type it in. Now, why am I dealing with Piltdown man? So if you know anything about Piltdown man, okay, back in there again, he coming in. Piltdown man. Okay, there you go. We see that mic. He gonna be able to talk now. We see that mic. Go ahead, Mr. Thurman. Go ahead, unmute yourself there, Mr. Thurman. Unmute yourself. Go ahead, you got your mic now. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Peace, peace, peace.
Peace, brother. How you doing? What's on your mind? Talk to us. What you got for us? We're gonna let you talk. As long as you don't get too slick at the mouth, you can have your go at it, and then we can have a conversation. What's up?
I just chimed in to figure out what was going on here. I see you up promoting the vaccines, you know, so I'm asking, you know, I'm wondering, do you work for the politicians? Because it seems like the vaccine program has become political. Are you a politician now, brother?
Hold on. So you didn't hear me say the rules?
No, sir, brother. I just logged in.
Right. The rules are, I got the slickest mouth on the internet. I really do. And I go to your mother card. I do all that because I just got a slick mouth, and it is what it is. So let's just keep a nice conversation. You know damn well we ain't no politicians. So let's not even throw the first blow. Let's keep it real cordial because we just want to have a conversation, bro. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you explain your case, right? Wow. So first question I want to do, it's customary for me to ask this question. If not a vaccine, what do you have for our community, right, and the United States that will stop this pandemic and will stop Black people from getting infected? What do you have, sir? What say you? Go ahead, Mr. Tyrone.
Well, it's been a whole year, brother. I have not been sick, nor has anybody I've been around been sick. Have you been sick?
That's the answer. Can you answer the question, bro?
That's brother, that's my answer. I don't know nobody that died from COVID. Do you?
What about the people around you that?
No, she can't.
Nobody around me. The people that have COVID around me, nobody has died.
No, brother.
Not one person has died yet.
Wait, did you hear the question though? See, this is what we can't do. We got to answer questions. I'm not gonna let you take me down the rabbit hole. Answer the question. Say, Eve, I don't have an answer, and then we can move on to what you want to talk about. So the question has to get answered. What do you have that will stop the pandemic? Right? What do you have that will stop Black people from getting sick?
What do I have, brother? I'm not a scientist. I am not a scientist.
So basically, you're saying you don't have anything.
Of course, I'm saying that. What would I have?
No, you're
Okay.
right.
Why did you just say that? It's okay. None of us are scientists on this damn
Yes,
panel.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can't see
No
anybody
one's
else.
gonna
You know?
hold that against you.
Yeah,
Honesty
we're not
is
gonna hold it against you, bro. Thanks for your honest answer. So you're not a scientist.
honesty is a badge of honor around here.
Yep, we're not mad. So we passed that. So Mr. Tyrone he's not a scientist. We're not scientists. We advocating vaccines, and obviously he's not. He doesn't have anything or any information for us that's going to stop the pandemic, nor stop Black people from getting affected. All right, we got you, bro. Thanks for being honest. So now, go ahead and say whatever the hell you want to say. We want to get past that first round. It's on you. I'm not going to interrupt you. Go ahead.
You're not gonna warn him on?
No, I ain't gonna warn him nothing.
I just logged in here, brother. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, I can answer your question. I can ask you a question, but I'm gonna tell you just like this, though, brother. That I don't trust him. I don't trust him. You know, so I'm not saying I'm not doubting the science. I don't trust the politicians behind the science, though. You know, I mean, Donald Trump told you that you would have a vaccine by the end of the year, and everybody said, no, that's not possible. But by the end of the year, that's what happened. You damn sure had a vaccine. So what's to make me think that the vaccine wasn't already prepared ahead of time? And what's also to make me think that I won't be getting sick, because there's no actual long-term test on this vaccine. I'm not advocating against it. I'm just saying, what's in it? What's the benefit of taking it? Of course, if they're going to tell you that it's not, you're not going to be immune from the virus. You're not going to be able to stop the spread of the virus. So why take the vaccine in the first place? What's the point of the vaccine? What does it do?
All right, let's get your first question. I'm gonna let Sean take over and CK. So the first question, you're right. They already had the goddamn vaccine. Before Donald Trump said it, they already had it. They had the shit in December, as a matter of December or January already, 2 years ago. You're right. Yep. But go ahead, Sean.
January when they mapped the genome. Soon as the genome was mapped, they had a vaccine. By the end of January, they began to test it on mice. As early as that same time frame, they just had to wait a while for the mice that they were creating to test it, so that they can make, you know what I mean, they can infect them and then start doing their research. And then they tweak the research and the data as seeing fit. And once that stuff was done that particular way, they began to run a concurrent test March and April in humans, small trials. And then that progressed over the summer. They liked the results, and then they started getting into different type of phase trials. And from there, we end up coming into the later year with all the data where we needed to be. But as far as the vaccine is to prevent infection and severe disease. All right, so the vaccine does it does what it's supposed to do to keep you safe, keep you from being infected, and helping you fight off the infection. Basically. So what was your other question? Because you said a lot and I was trying to soak it up.
Oh, Sean, hold on. Wait, 1 second, Tyrone. Don't forget about the 40 years of using this
30.
technology.
Yeah.
And don't forget the 30 years of actually studying coronavirus. So it's not new, yo. They fucking with you, yo. Facebook people's fucking with you, yo. It's not new, dog.
Yeah, put me on the hot seat.
I know.
I mean, so
No, I'm just trying to answer your questions.
Yeah, we ain't trying to.
I did say a lot, brother. But what about the trials with vitamin D and people having severe cases who have low vitamin D in their bodies, and when they pump full of vitamin D, they have a less severe case of COVID. How about promoting vitamin D over the vaccine, which most people don't even know what's in the vaccine? Do you know what's in the vaccine, brother?
Yes, there's only 3 ingredients: sugar, salts, and what am I forgetting?
Sugar, salt, protein.
Yeah, protein. Fats. Just like that. Yeah. So that's what's basically in the vaccine. Secondly, vitamin D. There's no trials. There's no phase 1, 2, or 3 trials regarding vitamin D. Vitamin D. They're saying people are dying from low deficiencies of vitamin D, not for the reason that you think. So taking vitamin D is not going to prevent infection or cause, or reduce certain things. What they're trying to say in the vitamin D is that because people are having the low deficiency, that by increasing it, it could help in the response to not have death. But they said that with a whole bunch of other anaphylactic drug. Other things that they were doing research on to stop. Their whole thing was to try to prevent death, because earlier last year, when the virus began to ravage the world, you had a high number of deaths because they didn't know how to treat or prevent death. So as science progressed throughout the year, they began to use other things and find out some things were working and some things were not working. And they rejected some of the things that were not working, i.e. hydroxychloroquine. It was not doing anything, but yet you had people promoting that. But this deficiency thing is a little bit more complicated because, they're talking about older people pretty much. When you look at the study, it's more so the older people who are a little bit more deficient. And it's not talking about the same type of vitamin D you think you might get from drinking milk.
Right.
So there's some misconceptions there. So just drinking a whole lot of milk ain't gonna get protection against that. And you said why that and not the vaccine? Well, it's simple. The vaccine's job is to prevent infection and prevent you from having severe reactions to the disease and so on and so forth. So once you contract it, you're not going to have any type of reaction, like similar to you running into measles right now. You ain't having no reaction to measles, but I guarantee you that you running into measles, you basically running into all of these viruses because they're not like dead. I mean, they're viruses. But because enough people is vaccinated from those viruses, you know what I'm saying? The risk of infection is basically eradicated. It does nothing to us because it has no host to live in. And like polio, you don't see that running around here. Vaccine did that. So you ain't gonna beat it with vitamin D.
No.
I don't want to regurgitate nothing Dr. Wesley said, but he did mention that the polio virus.
No, let him rock.
Dr. Wesley.
Who?
Brother Wesley Muhammad.
Is he a virologist or what? A doctor of what?
He may be pseudo, brother. I'm just saying I don't want to,
Dang, you don't know what his field of study is?
Think about who you're sourcing. Think about how you're sourcing it.
What I'm saying is that he referenced polio and the fact that the polio vaccine caused cancer in people. But I didn't want to mention that right there. I want to say. Excuse me.
You want to stay there? You want to stay right there on that point? Because we read Sosa. Sosa had us reading the whole goddamn thing, and that's not even, they don't know. And watch this. Why would anybody from the Nation of Islam care if 20 white people caught cancer 50 years ago off of a polio vaccine? Why would they, like, what's the point? Like, it's the Nation of Islam, goddammit. Like, they say the white man is the devil. Why would you care if the devil died?
The white man is the devil.
Okay, so then why y'all care if the white man died? Because so far, no black people died from the vaccine. Right?
No black people died.
Nobody died. Nobody black died.
Who?
Huh?
Hank Aaron just died.
From what? What he died from?
Well, they said he took the vaccine and a week later he died. I don't want to listen. Since I know all you brothers are smart and intelligent brothers. All you brothers are smart and intelligent. So like I'm saying, I don't want to make something up I don't have no sources for. Yeah, I just want to ask a couple of questions here because, like I said, I'm not I'm not against the science of it. I'm against the politics of it. You know what I'm saying?
What you think?
I don't know who's telling the truth.
So how do you
tell
think
me
the
who's telling the
politics?
truth?
No, how do you think? No, I don't know if they're telling the truth. So I'm not relying on anybody to tell me the truth. I'm relying on the data that was produced by scientists. I'm not relying on Black people, Wesley, nobody. The news, that's not me. I pay about close to $1,000, you know what I'm saying, to be in these journals. Me and the boys, we put money together.
Go ahead.
Can you see the screen, Tyrone? Can you see the screen, Tyrone?
These journals are being debunked by other scientists coming out of different countries.
Brother, no, they're
like
not.
You have no,
How about you go get one?
Hold on,
okay,
hold
well,
on,
the
Tyrone.
brother's name is he has a show. It's called Peak Prosperity. It's a white guy. I've been watching him since March.
Wait a minute. I thought the white man was the devil.
Slow down.
Listen. I can listen to the devil. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid enough to disregard knowledge. I listen to all knowledge. I'm listening to you.
Can you see my screen, Tyrone?
No, sir. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir.
All right. So here we go. Can you see what the title says?
Yes, sir.
It says Hank Aaron's death attributed to natural causes. It says quick take. Baseball legend and civil rights activist Hank Aaron died from natural causes, according to the medical examiners of Fulton County, Georgia. There's no evidence that his death was a result of being vaccinated against COVID-19 in early January, as multiple posts and articles shared on social media has suggested. If you want to read the full story, you can, but that was just a quick take. I mean, these claims are false. So when we're speaking about something, we need to make sure that we're fact checking what's coming from where, when, and why. There's an agenda that's going on right now. You said you're against the political agenda of vaccines, where you are parroting a claim made by those same people that you said that you're against. If it's a political warfare, the political warfare is on the side of the anti-vaxxer because they invest money in anti-vaccines to have this argument and discrepancy and come up with these stories that people are regurgitating on social media.
Well,
and to your
point, brother, I'm listening to an actual scientist on this. I'm not listening to social media.
What's
people.
the scientist?
These people are biologists.
What's the scientist's name?
What's his name?
These people, the brother, his peak is Peak Prosperity. Mike and John. Let's see.
Mike.
Hold on.
This is
his name. Prosperity. Peak Prosperity.
Peak Prosperity. Yes, sir. Peak Prosperity. These guys are actually virologists.
Hold on. Are you sure that this gentleman is a virologist?
Yes, I am, brother.
Peak Prosperity is talking about. Okay, so and what has he said?
Didn't we beat them dudes up like months ago?
No. Peak, because look, no. Hold on. This is why I'm trying to slow it down. Because if you listen to this dude, his video says right here, coronavirus is worse than you've been told by scientists. And then he explains, then he says again, why the US is in deep trouble. He's saying why the coronavirus is taking people down. This dude doesn't talk down on science, nor does he make claims about what's going on. You see what I'm saying? This dude is not anti-vaccine or none of that stuff. He's telling you, listen, bro, we're really in trouble.
Right. He's not anti-vaccine, but he's followed the pandemic since it started. At first, like you brother said in the beginning, it was real bad. Nobody knew what was going on here. People were dying, they had to figure it out. And then the science and the data came along, and then people started to work off the data that they had, which is understandable. So if you have one perspective early on,
you brought him out to us to say what? Because you said you listen to people like Peak Prosperity. What I'm trying to figure out is if you're listening to him, what is he saying? Is he telling you not to take the vaccine? Because I don't see that in none of his.
He said he was a biologist. We're not a biologist.
He never said nothing about taking the vaccine, brother. He never said nothing about taking the vaccine.
Okay.
What's the dude's name again? Chris Madison?
It said right there. It says, no, you went up too far. Go back down. The other way. Yeah, right there. COVID-19. Should you get the flu shot this year? 3 months ago. So you brought him here to say what though?
I bring him up to say this is mainly where I got most of my information from. And this brother he's not this dude, the white dude, he's not a politician, nothing like that. He's just a virologist. You know what I'm saying? He basically studies the disease.
He's the devil. What do you mean?
White people are devils. I mean, just because they devils, I mean I can't listen to them. I get information from everywhere.
I wouldn't be trusting nothing this man said if I thought he was.
Listen. Don't make me sound like an idiot because I'm not an idiot.
Your mind,
Please don't make me listen, Queen. Don't make me sound like an idiot because I'm not one. Okay.
I didn't say you were idiot. I was agreeing with you. Actually, you said white people are the devil, and we shouldn't be listening to nothing that they have to say. So I am saying that we shouldn't be listening to this dude either.
That don't make no sense.
Why is he being mentioned? Can we get to the heart of that?
Yeah, please.
Why is he being mentioned? He support us.
I bring the brother up because this is why I said I got my information from this brother. And this dude, he talked about the hydrochloroquine. He talked about. I mean, there's a lot of facts. I bring him up because a lot of the journals that a lot of the journals were being debunked by different countries and different studies like that. Like there's a whole bunch
journals?
What
journals? What journals? What journal? Let's slow down. What journals?
So I got to go back through here again and look at all his videos.
No, I don't want you to go through and look at a video. Listen, bro.
I'll make a list of all the journals that he.
No. Slow down, Tyrone. Listen, bro. You ain't got to go so fast. Slow down. All I'm trying to say to you is, if you have people debunking journals, it ain't gonna be on YouTube. They have to submit their refutions in writing. The only way that you debunk a journal is in writing, because you have to show your work, demonstration.
Brother, wait, please, brother. Don't make me sound like an idiot, brother, because I'm not an idiot, brother. You know what I'm saying? I've actually
Tyrone, you don't have to say any of that. I'm not making you feel like an idiot at all. You're insinuating that.
I'm telling. This is what I'm telling you, brother, because you're saying something to me, and I'm saying that the brother has sources. I went to the sources. He's not on YouTube.
Listen to what I'm saying. The brother, you saying he's debunking journals. What I'm telling you,
not him. He's bringing up articles that are debunking other articles. So if one article says that the coronavirus has a mortality rate of this much, they saying, well, this one, the mortality rate is this low or it's this high. You know what I'm saying? They're just different scientific journals that are coming out with different things.
And don't nobody have no problem with people following the science. That's what. Listen, you heard Unc say, well, you probably never heard him say it, but science is self-correcting. So he's not doing any different than what we're doing, critiquing the data that we have available to show more efficacy in some, low mortality rates in others, and all of that. Because guess what? We got the same data that all these other scientists are looking at, reviewing, and conversing about. So what I'm trying to figure out is, you're saying that to say what? Because you're not going to refute nothing that we're saying right now.
I'm not trying to refute nothing that you're saying, brother. What are you saying to me? I just logged into this and got asked a whole bunch of questions. I didn't come here for this.
That's not true.
What's true then, sister? Please tell me.
As soon as you came on the panel, Unc asked you to speak your mind. You said all of these things, and we just asked you questions to get some kind of clarity on what you were saying.
Okay. CK, put the link in the chat again.
Copy.
Thank you.
So the dude he's talking about is Dr. Christopher Mattinson? Mattinson?
Yeah.
I could have swore that we beat these dudes up like months ago. I can't remember.
Hold on. Slow down. Christopher who?
You want me to put it? Hold on. Stand by.
Nah, you ain't gotta put it. I got him. He's from Torrance, California. He's an MD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's not a scientist. He's an MD. What's his position on what? What's his position?
It's not what you think.
He's a virologist.
He's a what?
No, he isn't.
Virologist.
Okay.
Virologist.
Are you sure about that, brother? Do you know how to read the credentials?
He isn't.
James Matheson, MD, is an experienced physician at COR Health Medical Association who holds board certifications in internal medicine, interventional cardiology, adult cardiovascular disease, and adult comprehensive echocardiography. He's got a broad range of experience, is proud to serve in communities of Torrance and Redondo Beach, California. Undergrad degree from University of Arizona in Tucson, before going to Ohio State at medicine and public health in his hometown Columbus. He later completed his residency at UCLA. He, as experienced cardiologist, Matheson specialized in management of cardio disease, cardiac catheterization, coronary stent placement, echocardiography, a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, or they call it TAVR, and stress echocardiography. He's not a virologist or immunologist. So what we bringing him up for again? What's his position about COVID-19?
So what are you, brother? Are you a virologist?
No, I study the science.
You shouldn't have answered that on. I mean, not on.
Is anybody on the Zoom call a virologist?
Yeah, I am.
What's your name, brother? What's your
I'm
credentials?
a virologist enthusiast.
I love you too, brother.
I like it how you using logical fallacies to try to switch it up. Now that he debunked the illegitimate authority that you just threw up, saying that he's a virologist when you ain't even investigate the dude to see that the dude ain't a flipping virologist.
Why are you cussing?
Like, and then you're trying to switch it up to say that, oh, why aren't y'all aren't virologists? Of course we ain't, dude. We've been said at the very beginning that none of us are. But we're using information from those people that are experts in the field.
What experts are you getting? What? All right, so you give me your source then. What's your source?
The
Wall Street Journal? Know what you want.
Somebody else said that he's trying to get in, yo.
It depends. What you want, my dude? What you want?
I know. First of all, you can't ask me my credentials on the subject matter, because my credentials on the subject matter is to understand methodology and how to discern the information and fact check the information. Meaning, I don't trust people. I trust the science. So I go with where the science goes, brother Tyrone. So what I'm trying to say is, you brought this brother in a conversation, and then we don't know any of his claims that he's made on COVID-19. I can't find any, and he's not even an immunologist or a virologist, and he doesn't study viruses at all.
I think I got it.
So that guy he gave us, I think we're a little more slicker than that guy you put us on, bro. I think we're a little more proficient at vaccines than that guy is, yo. I'm gonna say that, bro.
I got it, Sean. Do you want me to put it in the back chat?
Yeah, we're a little more proficient.
I'm not against knowledge and information. So if somebody gonna come with some correct information, I'm gonna listen to the information and decipher it. But yeah, I'm not an idiot though, brother. You know what I'm saying? And hey,
who called you that? Hey, you know what?
Put it in the Zoom.
I don't want to call you. I'm not
in the Zoom. I just put it in Facebook.
Yeah, I don't want to call you an idiot, bro. I'm not calling you an idiot, but I'm saying, I will say this: I would not go to the Nation of Islam for vaccine and medical advice, yo. I
don't do that either, brother.
Yeah, they done been around. Listen, they done been around and took enough of our damn money to send 10 goddamn people to biology school, another 10 damn people to immunology school, another 10 damn people for evolutionary science, and another 10 people to physics and get a degree in physics or whatever the hell. That way they could tell our whole goddamn story through science, but they didn't choose to do that. They tell our history through pseudoscience, bro, and that's terrible, man. So I don't trust them. Yeah, they got millions of dollars from black community.
I don't listen to the Nation of Islam for science, brother. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm part of the Nation of Islam, I'm aware like you are. You know what I'm saying, that we have plenty of time to grow our own homegrown scientists. And I'm just actually mad that we don't have our own scientists to fact check none of this stuff. So
yes, we do.
Therefore, excuse me.
We do.
Yeah,
but before we move on to more important matters, I just want to make sure, brother Tyrone, if that's your name, I hope I'm not confusing people's names up in here. Do you agree or disagree with what Sean just read about Matheson's not being a virologist?
I think the other one is like green tea. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I'm saying, do you agree with what he read?
Listen to me, Queen. I got all my information from this channel right here. I didn't go nowhere else to get no information. You know what I'm saying? I followed up what the brother was saying. I followed his sources and all that stuff. Now, what he said, it sound true to me. All the sources were true to me. So
you said it sound true. That's
I followed the sources, brother. I looked up the sources myself.
No, you gotta vet sources.
Hold on. I figured something out. Hold on, Sean. 1 second. Everybody chill. So, brother, while y'all was talking, I kind of looked at the guy. He does present valid sources, right, when he can. But I mean, he's a novice on the situation. Like, he's not a virologist. He's not that guy. He's not even promoting himself as that. Okay, so he like a concerned citizen, just a doctor, right? Just talking about stuff. And I'm saying I think that's dope. But he don't know what an mRNA vaccine is. He thought it was new technology, and it's not. So he's not reading every day. He has a YouTube channel like we got a YouTube channel. We got about 30 people reading the information every day. Vaccine shit. We've been doing it for the last 2 years. He started during the pandemic worrying about the shit. We did it a pre-pandemic. You know what I'm saying? I debated me, Sean, we debated the anti-vax community. Like, this was in December. I'm up in Harlem. So, you know what I mean? The guy, he all right. He ain't anti-vax, right? So, I mean, I guess he talks about vitamin D, but I looked at his sources. His sources agree with us. He put on underneath his video. So, I guess we don't necessarily have a problem, bro, but stay away from the Nation of Islam and that vaccine talk, because they hard.
One second, Tyrone. Lord of the Perfect Black, could you please add your microphone so that we can get you on the panel? You just turned your camera on, but you did not join by using the audio that you have. Now you can do that by clicking your microphone, and then it's going to tell you to request to join by your audio, and you hit yes. And you're still going to stay in here. You'll just add your microphone. If you're having trouble adding your microphone, then we will boot you out and you can rejoin. So, CK, if you can drop the link in the chat over and over and over again, we can remove Lord of the Perfect Black and then ask Lord of the Perfect Black to rejoin so that we can hear some of this stuff that he was saying or she was saying in the chat. Because I do believe you're supposed to be rise of health consciousness. And then you have issues saying that we trust Fauci, among other things. I would like to hear your position and your take. Oh, there we go. Never mind. We ain't got the boot. The microphone is here. So I want to yield the floor, Tyrone. Give us a second. Let us hear from Lord of the Perfect Black.
Whoa. Let me, hold on. Before you bring the black on. Hold on for a minute, Lord. Hey, Tyrone. Listen, I appreciate you calling in with them questions, man, but stick around a little bit. Stick around a little bit, man. I see you got a nice family in the background, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't playing. We ain't playing with these crazy leaders no more, yo. We personally, we can figure out if white people trying to kill us or not. We don't need people hyping the situation up, making us afraid of white people, dog. Them days is over with, man. Go ahead, Lord of the Perfect Black. What's good with you, brother?
What's good?
Fraud Squad.
Huh?
Good. What you said? What you say? Say it again.
I came in here to slay y'all again, like usual, man.
All right, so we're gonna start off with the question. I heard you. I'm Rob Fraud Squad. I'm ignoring you. I will ignore ignorance moving forward. So I'm gonna ask you the question: what is it that you have that will stop the pandemic? What is it that you have that will protect Black families, Black grandmothers, grandfathers, and Black people in general from catching the coronavirus? What say you?
You know who this is, right?
It don't matter.
This is Ray Johnson. I already gave y'all the ass whipping 20 times already, man.
Hey, Ray, answer the question though,
Well,
Ray.
the dude that didn't know the difference between a theory and
No,
a
come on,
scientific
come
theory,
on.
as I had the
No,
motherfucking
come on,
poster up
CK,
on the screen for you to read.
CK, come on, CK.
Told y'all, zinc.
No, man,
Zinc.
answer the question, yo. Come on, bro. Then y'all can get into it. I'm not doing all that. I want the listening audience to hear what you got that's gonna stop the pandemic and stop us from getting infected and possibly dying from COVID-19. What say you?
Zinc, vitamin D, turning off the TV, stop listening to people like vitamin C, quercetin, overall plant-based diet, stay away from the meat, and you'll be good.
And so hold on, that's gonna stop the pandemic. And that's gonna stop black people from getting sick. That's what you're saying?
Is it on me? Yo, black people been getting sick.
I want to make sure we clear.
Yeah, that's black people been getting sick since we've been in this country. And now
No, man. Listen, I'm not gonna run through the pseudo rabbit hole. The question is very clear and it's very concise. What do you have that will stop us from getting sick? Not after we get sick, but stop us from getting sick, not catching the coronavirus. And what is that you have that will stop the pandemic? Go ahead, bro. Answer that. Are you saying it's zinc and all other shit gonna stop the pandemic and stop us from getting sick? Is that what you're stating? We just want to hear you.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying for a fact. I already told you I could live 7 million years and I'm not gonna get COVID.
No. Listen.
I'm
No,
not getting
so you really changed your answer from last time. You was like, nah. So now you switched up. Remember I asked the question? I said, can zinc cause an immune response? And your question was no. Your answer was no. I said, can vitamin C cause an immune response? And your answer was no. So then how is that going to stop us from catching the coronavirus if it does not help build immunities against the virus?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Already told you it's not about an immediate immune response. It's about an overall strong immune system. And the stuff I gave you, it'll be game over for COVID. That's why when Trump was talking about hydrochloroquine, they put that out of that's another thing you could use. And when that doctor, the African doctor, was talking about the zinc, they stopped talking about that too.
No, that's after you catch it. That medicine is after you catch it, bro.
Can I just give this a go real quick?
1 second, yo. You're gonna get a chance. 1 second. Lord of the Perfect Black, that medicine you talking about is after you got it, bro. You're giving me after shit.
The treatment.
You're not giving me stop the pandemic. You're not giving me stop black people from catching it.
Let me give it to you like this. Bro.
No, just answer. I'm not gonna run down that hole with you. I can't do it, bro.
I'm gonna say something very simple. One of the main
it has to pertain to what I asked you, bro. I'm not gonna switch it until you just say, you know what, I don't got nothing, but I think this will help us after we get sick. I'm not gonna let you switch off, bro. We don't got time for that. I needed an immune response from a food item that you just mentioned.
Hello, I can talk? Yeah.
Yeah, you can talk.
Not because it's look confusing. Yo, I'm gonna give it to you straight laced like this. One of the main symptoms with COVID-19 is loss of smell and loss of taste. If you have enough adequate zinc levels in your body, you will not lose the sense of smell and the sense of taste. Game over. No COVID. Vitamin D, the inflammation in your lungs, that you will get from COVID, the vitamin D will strengthen your lungs. You will not get it. Quercetin for your cells, your overall immune system. Vitamin C, you have to be deficient to get COVID. You have to be sick already. If you're not sick to already deal with to begin with, you cannot get COVID. So your approach is very reactive. You don't have a proactive, realistic approach to the situation. You're talking about being an unhealthy person and not get sick as an unhealthy person. It doesn't work like that.
Okay, go ahead, Sean. You can deal with him.
Thank you. Thank you. So first of all, let's clear up your zinc, your vitamin D, and your vitamin C. All right. None of those will prevent you from infection. None of them will prevent severe infection. Right? There are treatment, but there are unproven treatments. This again, the things that you're mentioning is to try to prevent death, and it's been unsuccessful. Hydroxychloroquine couldn't work. That's why science rejected hydroxychloroquine. Zinc, vitamin C, and D aren't working because you still have people dying, and you can't take sample size studies and correlate it to vitamin D deficiency is the reason for X, Y, and Z. And healthy people who have strong immune systems, who eat healthy, who exercise, who do all the things that are necessary, have earlier in the pandemic and still are in the middle of everything becoming infected with this virus. So that would be an inaccurate assessment of what you just claimed. For example, you said don't eat meat, plant-based diets, do all these other things. Well, Lord Abbott did all of those things, and guess what he has? COVID. He's not the only one. Somebody very close to the team has COVID. Don't eat meat, exercise, and do all of the essential things that you were saying. Don't help. You don't have anything that will cause an immune response to prevent infection. You don't have anything that will prevent or treat severe infection. And you don't have anything that we can pull from that will be useful. Now, eating right, exercising, going to sleep, washing your hands, doing all of those things, we already know is essential. But that don't stop us from being infected from this virus. It's not doing enough. Those are things that wearing a mask. We can wear a mask all we want to. It's people wearing a mask right now still catching COVID. They improperly are wearing a mask. They are coming into contact with it various different ways. So to sit here and say zinc, what you're trying to do is stop inflammation. I understand why you're saying that because y'all all using the same argument. Your job is to prevent inflammation around the lungs, the heart, and all of that, so that you can keep the fluid off, to keep people, because they saying, well, that's what's been killing people. That was earlier in the game. That was later. Okay, let's do this. Let's see if this works. They were still trying things to prevent all of that. But what you don't know is your loss of taste and smell is because something is hiding in your brain. And that's what you don't know about. COVID is in your brain. When you're infected, it can go to your brain. It does hide out there. We just did that yesterday on Science with Sean. It's messing with your respiratory, your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, your heart, your other extremities. You're catching COVID toes, spikes on your hands, your tongue, COVID tongue. There's a lot of things that go into that. So to sit here and say, oh man, just eat a vegan, come on, yo, that ain't helping. That's not helping. I'm gonna peace out because we just added a couple more people on the panel, and we heard from Lord of the Perfect Black. So I know Brother Apostle's on the panel. I know he want to get in to say something.
I just wanted to add one small quick thing. It'll take just a few seconds. I know that he mentioned something about, just not eating meat, and that's going to help. If you just look at two countries that have the highest concentration of Buddhist practitioners, they don't eat meat. The highest concentration of Buddhist practitioners are in Thailand and Myanmar. and they have thousands of cases, and Myanmar has thousands of deaths, and I think Thailand's in the hundreds. So just not eating meat is not gonna help you. When it comes to a viral infection.
Hey, drop the link in the chat one more time for Malcolm here. He's trying to get on.
Yeah, it's in the pseudo killer back chat. I got him now.
Nah, he ain't got the messenger on his iPad. He on his iPad.
So let me put this on here real quick. Let's just go to the Lancet, man. Let's get this shit out of here, man. This is I don't have the time. I don't have the time to play with this. So vitamin D and COVID-19 do deficient risk of poor outcome. Right here, it says vitamin D has a well characterized role in calcium, phosphate balance, affecting bone growth and, hold on, let me get this. All right, there you go. Affecting bone growth and turnover. Low vitamin D status is also associated with other non-communicable diseases and with increased susceptibility to infectious disease, notably upper respiratory tract infection. However, whether low vitamin D levels are a cause or consequence of disease has remained a point of heated debate. And this is what we're talking about right now. Intervention trials have rarely shown benefits of vitamin D supplementation as treatments, or, let me say this again, intervention trials have rarely shown benefits of vitamin D supplementation as treatments or preventative measures. However, one important exception to this general trend is for upper respiratory tract infection. A 2017 meta-analysis of individual patient data from 11,221 patients, 11,321 patients in a 25 randomized controlled trial showed that vitamin D supplementation protected against acute respiratory tract infection, and that patients with very low, hydrovitamin D concentration, of vitamin D status gained the most benefit. A growing body of circumstantial evidence now also specifically links outcomes of COVID-19 and vitamin D status. SARS-CoV, the virus responsible for COVID-19, emerged and started its spread in the Northern Hemisphere at the end of 2019, when levels of 25 hydrochlorvitamin D are at their nadir. Also, nations in the Northern Hemisphere have bore much of the burden of cases and mortality. In a cross-selection analysis across Europe, COVID-19 mortality was sufficiently associated with vitamin D status in different populations. The low mortality rates in Nordic countries are exceptions to the trend towards poor outcomes in the more northerly latitudes, but populations in these countries are relatively vitamin D, are relatively vitamin D sufficient ongoing to widespread fortification of foods. Italy and Spain are also exceptions, but prevalence of vitamin D deficiency in these populations is surprisingly common. Additionally, Black and minority ethnic people who are more likely to have vitamin D deficiency because they have darker skin seem to be worse affected than white people by COVID-19. Y'all see how that's going, right? For example, data from the UK Office of National Statistics showed that Black people in England and Wales are more than 4 times more likely to die from COVID-19 than 19 than are white people. Hold on. The role for vitamin D in the response to COVID-19 infection could be twofold. First, vitamin D supports production of antimicrobial peptides in the respiratory, what's this, epithelium? Am I saying it right?
Epithelium.
Epithelium, man. Thus making an infection with the virus and development of COVID-19 symptoms less likely. Second, vitamin D might help to reduce the inflammatory response to infections with SARS-CoV-2. Deregulation of this response, especially of the renin, what's this?
The renin angiotensin. I don't even know what that means, especially the renin angiotensin
system. Characteristics of COVID-19 degree of overreaction is associated with poor, prognosis. Vitamin D is known to interact with a protein in this pathway. What's that word again? What's this?
Angiotensin.
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 Converting enzymes.
Angiotensin.
Oh shit, angiotensin.
Angiotensin.
Okay, converting enzymes. I said it. Angiotensin, right? Is that right? Angiotensin.
Yeah,
that's right.
ACE2 for sure. Let's just write that out with that.
The only reason how I know is because I think Vincent Rackigno, they did an episode about it.
Okay, which is the ACE2s, which also I'm saying exploded by SARS-2 as an entry receptor, while SARS-2 down regulates expression of ACE2 vitamin D, promotes expression of this gene. Now, I ain't gonna keep reading the whole thing. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. Hold on. Now, it's funny how people in the northern climates, where there's less sun to help you produce vitamin D, they wasn't having a lot of effect. That's why if you heard it up there in the beginning, it was talking about how, man, it's a lot back and forth. It ain't no, let me see. Asian Institute of Population Health, London lead author, the 2000 analysis study has joined colleagues from
All you got to do is hit them with the fact check. Some scientists have hypothesized that vitamin D might be helpful, but there's no direct evidence that vitamin D can prevent COVID-19 or lessen disease severity. Nevertheless, it should be a part of a healthy lifestyle. That's it. I ain't mean to kill it like that, but in short, that's how you rock it.
It's right here, yo, with Rose Ann Kinney, Trinity College, led the cross-selection study into mortality and vitamin D status and is the lead investigator of the VAERS longitudinal study on aging. She is, adamant that the recommendations from all public health bodies should be for the population to take vitamin D supplements during this pandemic. This circumstantial evidence is very strong, she proclaims, regarding the potential effect of COVID-19 outcomes, adding, we don't have randomized controlled trials evidence, but how long do you want to wait in the context of such a crisis? We know vitamin D is important for muscle skeleton function, so people should be taking it anyway. Kenny recommends that at very least Vitamin supplements are given to care home residents unless there is extremely good reason not to do so. All right, so there you go. I ain't got to finish reading, and I think I've been saying this from the goddamn beginning of the pandemic. We all got goddamn vitamin D, B. We've been having vitamin D and vitamin E and vitamin C from the beginning.
This whole time.
So you offer us nothing new, bro. That's the point, Lord of the Black Wheat. Like, everybody got vitamin D in their cabinet right now. And we had it before the pandemic, and we're going to have it after the damn pandemic. And niggas is still dying, B. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm reading from one of the prestigious articles, and it tell you about the whole goddamn thing. I don't know why you think you can usurp that from your damn computer, bro. And I know you wrote a little stupid book there. I know you did. But you're not using scientific information in your book you got, because if you did, you would have included this study on vitamin D. But you didn't, bro. Circumstantial evidence. I hope you know what that means, bro. So yes, we ain't got to worry about that because we've been taking vitamin D. We've been taking vitamin D when I was born. My mother had me taking vitamin D with them Flintstone vitamins. It was fucking vitamin D in it, bro. We've been doing that forever. So since you think, you can play cute with it, yo, but we won't tell the community that the vitamin D is going to stop the pandemic, because it won't. You made it up. And stop Black people from getting COVID-19. So, nah, that's a non-cipher, bro.
Don't forget that it's supplemented in a lot of the foods that we eat already.
Fact, bro.
A lot of the stuff that you buying from the store, like the government, like has a lot of these companies add those in as an additional thing, whether it has added vitamin D, added zinc, or just the stuff that they notice that the population is like consistently always low on, because they don't automatically expect people to just take vitamins on their own. So that's why, the milk is fortified with the vitamin D. You know what I mean? I think the butter is too, and a lot of other things that we use on a regular basis, like our breads and stuff.
Hey, Sean, how Africa doing?
Oh, Africa.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, Africa's they ain't doing too much better than everybody else, but because of how far apart people are, it's not, as talked about. And but they are trying to find viable solutions to resolve themselves against the pandemic as well. And they don't have all the resources, so they're gonna get some secondhand stuff for vaccines, like AstraZeneca possibilities, but Nigeria and other countries are trying to work toward a resolution for Africa, but you got the South African variant running rampant, and that can bleed over to other African countries and cause more of a severe problem. But they've been masked up, checking temperatures and closing borders, and they really ain't too keen on traveling like that or messing with people coming in and out right now, because that's how they've been able to manage the spread of the virus.
Well, they ain't doing too well, bro. I'm gonna pull this article up. We
Yeah, they're not.
They ain't doing well.
All right. No, it's not changed up. Huh?
No, I was saying they're not doing too well. They're not doing better than other people. They got their issues. They got a lot of issues.
Yeah, but there ain't nothing but ain't nothing but goddamn vitamin D. Ain't nobody vitamin D deficient down there. See, that's the damn point. Like, we gotta start using our damn brains sometimes, man. We just gotta stop that, man. Like, man, this shit is serious, man. Our life is on the line, man. Our aunts and uncles that are old enough, they life on the line, man. You might be a young and vigorous dude, yo, and you might be all right. Yo, but what about your parents, yo? What about that? Just what about that shit? What about just saying, man, I don't know, I'm gonna take the risk. But don't put that on everybody else. Like, who does that? Like I ain't playing with none of these dudes in the middle of a pandemic. Not the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? Not Bobby Hemmett, not Delbert Blair, not none of them. Not Dr. Africa, not Polite, not red pill, blue pill, green pill, gray pill. You know what I'm saying? KT, the arch, the goddamn degree. Not none of them niggas am I listening to these niggas. Not Farrakhan, not Wesley Crazy Muhammad, not Ali Muhammad, not Minister Inky. You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying attention to them crazy niggas on Sarnetta TV. None of that shit. Man, we in the middle of a damn pandemic, man. And we know based off of studying other pandemics, people start to fucking lose their mind when they don't know what it is. Man, we fighting against a goddamn invisible enemy that you just can't see, that you just don't know about. Human beings start going fucking crazy around here. That's exactly what they doing. Making up shit, conspiracy theories of how Facebook scholars got quote unquote Hank Aaron dying. I'm like, get out of here with that crap, man. Come on, man. We can't even handle the technology. We don't even know how to determine. You know how long, we've been studying period, man. Like we know. We know what a good source is, what a good source is not. We understand what a real source is. We know where to get the information from. But the majority of human beings on planet Earth don't. It's a fucking breeding ground for misinformation, man. This ain't no stage joke. Like, come on, man. So we right here with the BBC. What is they saying about Africa? Not to mention the last time we did a show, I actually went straight to African media. Coronavirus, African infections have risen sharply in worse affected countries. We know the variant is growing in South Africa, all right? What is happening elsewhere in Africa? The WHO says cases in its African region, which excludes Morocco, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, Somalia. It say have been increasing since the middle of September. It adds that steeper increase have been observed since late November. The African CDC, so even Africa got a damn CDC, hopefully, says that over the 4 weeks up to the 17th of January, from South Africa, there have been significant increase in new cases in both Egypt and Nigeria, up by an average of 20% to 23% respectively. These black people now, he ain't even got no damn ass. He like that. We seeing ladies in the elevator, they don't mess their lipstick up. They put their hand over their daggone face. He got a towel around his damn head. Come on, man. I ain't like, man, we gotta stop that, man. Like, just cut it out, man. I remember the beginning of the pandemic, bro. Look, Africa, 3 million cases, deaths, 89,000. Remember at the beginning of the pandemic, wasn't shit on the map of Africa. Remember that, y'all?
Well, no. It was untouched. They closed their borders down and they didn't allow no flights. They had a no-fly zone. You could not travel. Soon as they lifted the travel ban, and thinking that they were gonna get some people in, that variant started coming back. People started coming back from Europe into South Africa, from all them other places to South Africa. And that's why South Africa, that hub of South Africans, are experiencing what they're experiencing.
The WHO says testing in Africa is still low compared to other regions. And there's also concern that irregular levels of testing over time may be masking the true speed of the virus. So they don't even know, we only know what's really happening to our brothers and sisters, man. Why? Because they don't have it. I mean, you know what, man? Like, I get it, man. Yeah, I get it, man. Like, I get it. Like, we're being attacked by an invisible enemy. But I expected more responsibility out of people who claim to be this, man. And I just didn't get it, man. We actually got no support. Like, the white man's the devil. Listen to white people. We listen to the data. We don't even listen to black people. We listen to the data, yo. White people will lie. Black people might lie, but just don't. Like, we gotta get a grip on ourselves, man. My twins, their uncle dead from COVID. So this shit is real for me, man. So I don't be knowing what y'all be thinking. Vitamin D, Blicky, and all that shit ain't it. Y'all tripping.
I was just getting ready to say the same thing. It's till you see a loved one in the hospital that was healthy the week before, and then you see them the next week on a ventilator in the hospital. You really can't. You really can't understand the gravity of this. Maybe you've never had anybody close to you do that, but I've lost brothers, I've lost cousins, I've lost a godmother just in the last year. That's just 3 from my family, and I've buried, because I'm a pastor, so I've buried 20 people this year from COVID, bro. So I've visited them in their hospitals at their hospital beds. So when people talking about this, that, and the other, talking all that booty chatter, talking about this ain't real, I ain't done this, I ain't done that. Listen, fermez la bouche, close your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. This shit real. You know what I'm saying? It's real. It is real. It is real. And I've been there. I've watched it. I've watched these people deteriorate over time, just in a matter of weeks. People who are healthy. So and I was just looking at Dr. Hildreth. He was on MSNBC, who was one of the foremost leading authorities on virology at the Meharry Medical College, president and CEO. He was just on there last night, and he was speaking about the disparities in the Black community and how our condition and our situation is multi-layered. You know, not only is it the COVID virus, but it's also the dissemination of the virus. It's also the acceptance and the fear at the same time. So we have multi-layers that we have to address in the Black community. So I just need you guys to be vigilant, man, about this COVID-19 thing, man. Wear your mask up, do what you got to do, man. Keep people safe. Peace.
Man, look, I don't know. I don't know about the. I'm not buying the "we don't trust white people" one. That's the only one I'm not gonna buy.
No. Not every. It wouldn't say we're not trusting white folks. No, it's the trust issue about the vaccinations. That's what Dr. Hildreth was talking about. Just the vaccination, not necessarily white people.
Yeah. I'm not buying that though. I'm not buying that. That's new. That's because Wesley and the fucking boys and fucked it up. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Yeah, bro. Like when I was growing up, I ain't even never heard of nobody dying from them damn vaccines in the Black community. You got your vaccination, you went to school. Prior to the pandemic, you got your vaccination, you took your ass to school. Wasn't no uptick in people. The only people talking about vaccines was us. Black community wasn't talking about that. That wasn't an issue. That was not an issue in our community. Because like I always say, we all know somebody that died from gun violence and our family and friends. We all know somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's had a drug overdose. We all know somebody that's been strung out on drugs, crack cocaine, heroin, pills. We all know somebody that's been to jail. We all know somebody that's been shot at by the police or shot by the police. We all know somebody that might have robbed a bank and sold drugs. But we don't know no damn body that died from a vaccine. When did Black people start dying from vaccines? When white people told you was.
This year. Not last year. Last year when the pandemic kicked off.
Simple as that. Crazy, man. When Facebook told you Henry Aaron died, you went with it.
Nah,
when
man.
YouTube
Black people made that up.
Huh?
Black people made up the Hank Aaron death.
On Facebook, that's the point.
Yeah.
They read it on Facebook. You can't get your signs from Facebook, people. We cannot handle the technology of social media. TikTok. We can't. Everybody's a fucking star, bro. Everybody's a damn scientist on Facebook, YouTube, and all. Everybody know what they talking about. We trying to show you how to make the difference. We're not sitting up here saying we're experts. We're saying we're giving you the expert information. Man, shit. Lord of the Perfect Black, he just talking shit. He ain't got one source yet. I gotta find his sources for him. Come on, man. Like, stop it, man. Like, I'm not taking that. Same people go down the street, buy a bag of heroin, buy a bag of weed from it, they don't know. Buy Newports, smoke the pack of Newports, go get a daggone fucking Black and Mild, smoke it with the warning on the motherfucker. Get some Newports, light them up, do all that, sit on the refrigerator. Before you come home, get some beer or some Henny. You know what I'm saying? Food and Drug Administration, they trust in all that shit. Go to your refrigerator. All your food is FDA approved. Go to the daggone food market. All the food in the food market is FDA. Yeah, so I don't want to hear that. Well, we don't trust. You get sick. You get shot down the street, the ambulance pick your ass up by white people, take you to the hospital, you get you damn sick, man, you going to the urgent care some damn way. You don't be questioning that shit. You take your ass right, chest start hurting. Look, when a nigga chest start hurting, all bets are off. You forget about the herbs, you forget about Dr. Sabi, you forget about all the fake doctors. You don't even see none of them niggas.
You gonna go get that white boy
You
medicine.
like, yo, call the hospital.
You go get that
Call
white boy
the
treatment.
ambulance. You don't be saying, call Dr. Sabi. I've never heard a person in the community who hardly heard him say, man, can y'all get Dr. Sabi for me? Can y'all get me an herb? No, y'all go straight to the place y'all claim you don't trust. Y'all get well, you listen to that advice, y'all get healthy, then y'all start talking that shit again. Nah, I ain't buying it. No. Why you in the car driving 80 miles an hour down 85, putting on brakes made by white people with your kid in the damn car seat, approved by white people? Now you trust white people, dog. I ain't trying to hear that. No, just get me off that.
Malcolm.
Hey, what's going on, my guy? How y'all doing?
It's good, man.
What's up, Malcolm? Peace.
My fault, Malcolm. I had to get it off my chest, man. I don't want to hear that we don't trust white people shit. I don't want to hear that.
I see you down there vaccinating the community, man.
Yeah. They let me back in, man. January 3rd, I couldn't do it at first. I had caught COVID that week, despite the fact that I didn't eat meat, despite the fact that I had quercetin in the cabinet, despite the fact that I was healthy. All that old mumbo jumbo, man, that ain't gonna get it. And first and foremost, man, the issue is people don't understand that the body has an entire immune system. You got a cardiovascular system that does exactly what it needs to do as it relates to the cardiovascular system. You got a skeletal muscular system that does exactly what it needs to do. You got a urinary system that does exactly that. You have a digestive system that does exactly that. You have a reproductive system that does exactly that. You have multiple different systems of the body, and one of them is the immune system. And ain't no damn zinc, ain't no vitamin D, and ain't no vitamin C gonna stimulate that. It literally has to be an immunogen or a pathogen or maybe even an allergen, whether it's dust, a virus, a bacteria. All this food mumbo jump is not gonna work. That's maintenance of the human body. It does not stimulate an immune response. It just doesn't do it. I teach this on a regular basis. I just taught it this week in pathophysiology. Zinc has nothing to do with a monocyte, an eosinophil, a basophil, chemocyte, cytokines, lymphokine. It has nothing to do with that. Mass histocompatibility complex. Save that. Quercetin ain't got nothing to do with that. So to be telling our folks this madness, for some reason, man, people think that they have to be this supernaturalist. Well, if you look at what you do on a regular basis, you're trying to protect yourself from nature, period. I don't see you living under a tree. No, what did you do? You took the tree and you manipulated nature to help you cope with the environment, help you cope with the forces of nature that take your ass out. So cut all that food crap out. That's not gonna get it. Yes, eat a balanced diet. Yes, vitamin D has immune function as well, but it's not a cure. That's not something that will fix a virus. That's the immune system's job. That's what it's there for. You got lymph fluid, lymph nodes, B cells, T cells. You produce antibodies for a reason, and that's all the vaccine does. It plays to the immune system. And so we show our ignorance when we come on here and we downplay a science that has saved millions. That's the only way out. It ain't nothing to talk about with me. Ain't nothing to talk about. And if you don't know them components of the immune system, keep the book, keep your information, and keep that shit to yourself. Because you're killing people. Keep that shit to yourself, player.
Hey, I read that too, Malcolm. Like a lot of the stuff that they were putting out, that they continue to put out, like it came about in the beginning of it, right? Because a lot of people, they were only admitting, people that were to die straight to the hospital. right? So a lot of the things they were suggesting were like things for like treatments. So like if you can't get to the hospital, here's some things that you can try. See what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that this is going to cure you or it's going to work, but here's something that may help ease it along or may help speed up recovery.
Facts.
It wasn't delivered to be like a cure.
Right.
But taking the information that like it's a cure.
Facts, man. We just can't be lazy when it comes to this, man. Now all of a sudden everybody got this shit figured out. Sitting behind a computer. These folks out here putting that work in, doing shit on a daily basis, man. They're in and out of these labs, isolating the virus, taking blood work from patients. Man, these niggas don't even know what a C-reactive protein is. Talking about they finna decrease inflammation. Man, get out of here with all that, man. We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
That's a piece.
Man, I'm sitting there like, man, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what?
You can't beat that to that.
Let me stop, man. All right. Let me stop. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, man, they let me vaccinate, man. I'm getting my shot tomorrow. When they finish talking about selenium. You don't hear, man, promoting trace metals, bro.
Hey, Malcolm, I wanted to ask you, so because in my city, in my specific city, and you know, because my wife is the director of operations at her location. And what she told me was that they got two different, her specific company has two different locations. One location is closer to the Black community and the other location is closer to the white community, right? Now, they had even amounts of dosages at both clinics. And so they started giving out they started making appointments and getting the dosages out, right? But they came, the clinic that was in closer to the hood came to a screeching halt. Like they got a lot of elderly people vaccinated, but you know, when they open up a vial, you have to have 10 people to take the vaccine, right? And so what's happening is they're in the location closest to the hood, they're running out of elderly people to vaccinate. And so they trying to call people to come in to get
so
that
don't waste the dosage.
that ninth or 10th dose or whatever. But what's happening is we're not getting it. The Black community is not volunteering to go down there and get the vaccine. So what they're doing now is they're shipping most of their extra dosages back out to the white community because they get yeah. And so I just wanted to know, like, have you seen that in your community? And I just want to touch on that a little bit because I know you on the front line and you kind of got a front row.
What's up, Concrete Corey, man? How you doing, bro?
All right. Peace, man. Peace to everybody. Peace to the panel. You
know,
peace,
that's a horrible story.
Peace to everybody listening. But yeah, I just wanted.
None of that mattered. He wanted to get his question out.
I want to shoot that at brother, because that's like that really. When my wife told me, explain that to me, man, that kind of hurt my heart a little bit, man. It hurt.
Waste not, want not. Waste not, want not.
Man.
To the question, I'm gonna say this: no comment. I think you get the picture.
Right.
First and foremost, like this was my first day, and Corey, you exactly right. Like these vaccines, it's like liquid gold. You know what I'm saying? People craving to come get it, and you know, luckily, you know, I was vaccinating a lot of my coworkers, so it was a mixture of Black and white. But when it came down to them extra doses, you know, those leftover dosages, I can't comment. And I think you get the picture. You know what I'm saying? Who's sneaking up in there, getting them that 0.5 milliliters.
Yeah. Like I say, man, people is skipping. They cheating. Brother Malcolm, they cheating trying to get the vaccine, man. Here we they have it allocated. They allocate a certain portion for the hood, and they sending it back out to the white folks now.
I mean, waste my water out, Corey. You can't say they cheating.
No, because we ain't taking it.
No, I'm not. I'm saying they cheat by like trying to cut in line. I've heard of people trying to pay, send donations and stuff where they trying to pay doctors to get them the vaccine. Like, oh, we'll donate to your favorite charity, or we'll give to some research. And I mean, they trying everything to cheat and skip ahead in line. And here we is talking about we don't want to take the vaccine. But go ahead, y'all.
Me and my wife got ours today. They came to our house. They came to our house and gave us ours. We have a thing called Dispatch Health here in Nashville, and they with my wife called for an ear appointment because she wanted to get her ears done, and we also did for the COVID-19 vaccination as well. So they came to the house about 11 o'clock today, and we had my whole house got vaccinated. So, man, I just encourage all our people, man, to do what you can. If you, man, just take the vaccine, man. Take the vaccine. We trust everything else. We go to the grocery stores that we don't own, like Aunt was talking about. We go to the hospitals that we don't own. We drive the cars that we don't build. We trust everything else that white folks got. You know what I'm saying? We eat the food that we don't process. So let's go and get the vaccine that we didn't produce.
Broccoli ain't gonna get it.
But we did produce it. Remember,
Hey,
black people was working on it.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about with Dr. Hill. Yeah. I didn't mean it like that, but you understand what I'm saying. We didn't do it alone. You know what I'm saying? So we had some white folk help as well, and white folk had our help. It's a team thing. The whole damn world is in trouble. So I don't know.
It was a global, it was a global effort, man. Everybody,
absolutely,
every virologist,
absolutely
knows something about something. Put their hands into this one. So,
absolutely,
it's a white thing, a black thing. It's not an Indian thing. It's not a Chinese thing. It's a human thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Concrete Corey in the house. Concrete Corey in the house.
If we're honest, though, right? A lot of these people that are doing these things up front, like you see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar doing it, like they're basically doing it to like hold black people hand to go, see, it's okay. You see what I'm saying? Like people are doing commercials, like they're doing everything they can so black folks won't be scared, bro. Take the damn vaccine. That's crazy.
And if we're the only population of people that's not accepting the help, who knows what will come as a result of that? For example, everybody else getting in the game, right? Getting vaccinated, protecting themselves. If we're not, what would that mean for hiring practice in the future? What would that mean for our children going back to school versus other kids? Then you'll really start to see the effects of your decision.
Your life expectancy going down 1.3 or 1.5 years behind the infection.
It's major. It's major. I mean, trust COVID-19 more than the vaccine.
They talked about how drug overdose is just ramping up now too. Drug overdoses, domestic violence, all of this is like rampant right now. You know what I'm saying? So like COVID is killing people in multiple different ways. It ain't just, catching the disease. It's affecting people's psyche, their social health and their mental health, everything. You know what I'm saying? Is people's losing businesses. I mean, it's affecting their economics. So like, it's so much that this coronavirus is doing, and the only thing, it's only one way out of it. And I think we just got to wake up and smell the coffee, man. It's crazy here. And there's other implications. Like you say, what's going to happen when they start saying, you know what, you can't come up in this school without a vaccine. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, you're going to keep your kids home. You're going to let them, especially now, like, my daughter's teacher, she talk about how, the class is not where she want them to be because they're not able to, you know, they miss a lot of days. You know what I'm saying? They've been going, my daughter been going to school for pretty much the whole year, but every Friday they don't go to school. And then it's been a couple weeks here and there that they'll just miss the whole, they'll shut the school down for the whole week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so like, they're behind on their reading, you know, not really behind, but they not where she wants them to be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that's like running rampant throughout the community, especially the Black community, man. I'm sure it is, you know.
And I think that's what
you know, like I say, it's a lot. Hey, go ahead.
No. To your point, Corey, that's what Dr. Hildreth was addressing on MSNBC last night. You know, those multi-layered nuances that affect the Black community more so than the other general population. That was some of those disparities as well. Even my college was shut down, bro. We were shut down, man, for almost 3 weeks because not only were some of the students get contracted the virus, but also many of the students as well. So this thing is serious, man. It's very serious. And I wanted to just real quick. I don't know if you guys have this in your city, but these are people that came in and administered me and my wife's vaccine. They got little trucks and everything, man. They come around, man, and they do not just COVID stuff, but they do just general health stuff as well, man. So they came in the little vehicle, man. Had opened up their little bags, man. Pull out their little kit. Had their little vaccine, you know, had all their little medical equipment, man, and administered us the vaccine, bro, right here at the crib. So, you know, if y'all got that in the city, man, it's called Dispatch Health, man. It's a good thing, man.
Not a good idea right there, man.
And I just wanted to add a little bit to that school. That is a very good idea, and I think that's a way to get a lot of vaccines out. But it's too about the school. Like my son, he played college basketball. You know, they this year don't count for them. You know what I'm saying? So like he a junior year. So next year when he go back to school, he'll be a junior again. You know, I mean. It counts, but it don't count. You know what I mean? So because they miss so many hours, and then like the dean was like, you know, people paying $45,000, you know, for a college experience. Right. So what they doing? They gonna say like, you know, if you're a senior this year, like you can come to school next year too. You know, they gonna give you your diploma, but you can come to school next year. I mean, if you got all your credits and obviously, you know what I mean?
Right.
But if you need to come to school next year, you can come back to school next year, no matter if you're a senior or not this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the basketball players, everybody that's a basketball player, that's a senior this year, they're gonna be a senior next year.
They don't lose their eligibility. In other words, they can still play even if they're a senior. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, even in my university, when they canceled the classes, so you know, I didn't get to finish out the last semester, right? The last half of the semester. So, you know, I get to take those now. Now we're going to the next semester, spring semester now. So in my program, I got to take those classes now, but I still get credit, and they'll cancel out whatever we didn't finish from this last semester. So, which is cool. I thought that was a novel idea. And for those who are saying that you can be that the health thing, man, a bodybuilder, man, one of the 29-time world champion, bro, Dexter Jackson, got COVID, right? You know, these some of the guys these some of the healthiest guys on the planet. You feel me? And he got COVID. So it doesn't matter. It's affecting everybody, man. It's affecting the entire globe. And those of us who are asymptomatic, those who haven't experienced this, man, just be vigilant, man, in this season that we're living in right now, bro. It's serious out here.
I don't even pay them comments no attention, man. Anybody watch basketball, football, man? No football player catch a basketball player catch it. Like that don't even make like people that are just saying that healthy people don't get it. That don't even make no sense. That's just crazy.
I know a doctor that used to run marathons yearly, and I mean every year he run 2 marathons, and then he, you know, daily he run like 5 miles a day. He'll never run in a marathon ever again in his life. It's crazy, and he's a medical doctor. So just throw that out there.
I've seen that too. I've seen it with my own eyes. People who run marathons every year to this day, hacking up, man, from long haul effects of COVID-19. I'm talking about upper epsilon. I ain't talking about from the hood. I'm talking about, you know, 6-figure earners with big boy degrees in the medical profession.
Right.
hacking up, coughing up, epithelial lung tissue. But in this pandemic, man, I will say this: it's a perfect time now, man, to understand how the human body actually operates. We gotta come away with thinking the digestive system gonna fix the immune system. That's just not how it works. You know what I'm saying? You yes, eat. I definitely support eating a balanced diet, drinking appropriate water, even taking your herbs here and there. Exercise, meditation, keeping stress away. Yes, stress has an effect on the immune system as well. But in this pandemic, man, this is a good time to understand viruses. It's a good time to understand bacteria. It's a good time to understand how the immune system works.
Right. Brother Malcolm,
Too
you
much
sound thoroughly
information.
immersed in this thing, man. You sound thoroughly immersed. Is this your part of your profession? Is this what you do?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my medical profession, registered nursing, paramedic,
Oh
and an
man.
EMS lieutenant, emergency
Awesome.
medical supervisor.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thoroughly immersed, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the work that you do. As a matter of fact, that's one of the other things too. You're a frontline worker as well. So
Yeah.
you're exposed more so
Yeah.
than many people who are at home right now. So yeah.
Yeah, he done had
That's true.
COVID. He done had COVID. He just recovered.
Yeah, I got it.
Jesus.
He been
I
on
had
the
pretty mild
since
symptoms.
day one. Since day
Yeah,
one.
Malcolm, that was my question, Malcolm. What the hell wrong with the black nurses, man? They acting real stupid right now, yo.
All right, so, dude, I
What's
can
up,
tell
man?
you from a face-to-face conversation. And let me say something. I'm not putting myself on a pedestal, but I'm not your average registered nurse. And I say that because registered nurses a lot of them act like they don't understand the immune system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've sat here and had talks with women who had their nurse practitioner license say the same stuff that a common layperson with no medical professional background say in a pandemic, man. They ain't gonna experiment on me. I don't know none of this stuff. And then I ask them certain questions to assess their understanding of the immune system. And it's like they forgot what they supposed to learn in school. When I teach my students in school and I explain to them the science of the immune system, you can see their faces like, what, damn, you know what I'm saying? I never really thought of it. I didn't know that. I guess I never really paid attention to it. You know what I mean? Because nobody really, nobody expected a pandemic to come in and wipe them out. And so we got these old traditional thought patterns trying to compensate for what we now know we're deficient in. And that's us understanding how the immune system works.
Yeah. Once them, a lot of nurses, man, they get through them clinicals, man, they throw them books away. You know what I mean? Like, they get trained on how to, administer they drugs or whatever, and then that's the main thing, really. I mean, once you get that down pat, you get away from being nervous, from poking, then you're flowing. I mean, good to go as far as being a nurse. You don't have to. Obviously, you need you get your nursing upgrades and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But as far as like
You're
educating yourself, you there to get paid, not. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much. I'm not saying for every nurse it's like that, but a lot of them. You know what I mean? Like say, but go ahead, yeah.
I don't recall taking any what we call refresher courses about the immune system. I recall taking refresher courses about trauma, about the ton of medications that we give, epinephrine and dopamine, calcium, all these different blood pressure medications, etc. Yeah, but the immune system, I do not recall a refresher on that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't recall being forced or having to take classes that speak to the effects of the immune system. Now with my paramedic, I've taken like bloodborne pathogen. We take that on a yearly basis, but it don't go that deep. It don't go into the complement system and C3 and the Claudin cascade. It don't go into all that stuff. So I can definitely see why the nurses don't understand the immune system that well, but I can't see how you could be a medical professional and saying some of the stuff that I didn't heard in a pandemic. I'm like, golly, like you should know better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, but
In
I
the
think
pandemic, in normal times, it's okay for them to be kind of ignorant, but in the pandemic, it's different. It's like, come on now, pandemic, you're a nurse. You know what I mean? You need to smarten up here a little bit.
yeah, but I think that that's what the pandemic did, though, and I think you'll see more of this after all said and done. Is lift the veil up on that particular what you're talking about, right? Because with the nursing stuff, a lot of it deals with job description. Once you graduate, all your focus and expertise with the job description. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Whatever that is.
You
I think
pick a profession.
They're gonna look back on this stuff now and be like, like we cannot have this happen again. Another pandemic happened, and we got people in the medical field doing YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah. I think they're gonna tighten that up. When it's all said and done, they're gonna double back around and tighten that stuff back up, bro. Like, yeah.
Take 2 Golix, do the hokey pokey, and then turn yourself around, and that's what COVID's all about.
Yeah, because when you got nurses doing YouTube videos, what I'm saying, with the coats on and stuff like that, it's hard for a layperson not to take that to heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they garner the utmost respect because they think, well, how can I not trust them? Like, they went to school to, you know what I'm saying? So it's we gotta clean that up. We gotta clean that up.
And the killer part, the real salesmanship, how they get them is always sisters. Like, how can you deny a sister? You know what I'm saying? Like, when a sister be like, yeah, I'm that vaccine, like, that's the ultimate like sales pitch for the black community, because like nobody is gonna think like a sister with a lab coat on is gonna cause them any harm. You know what I'm saying? She's out here to help me. That sister's here to take care of. Like, at least that's the feeling that I get when I see a sister in a lab coat. Like, she here to take care of me.
Right.
Yeah, especially she in a lab coat telling you don't come to the lab. You like, okay, like, she got a lab coat on. She telling you don't come. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. That's just crazy, man. Shit, that's just crazy. I couldn't believe it, though. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, you stupid.
Yeah, man, you can't take no trace minerals, man. They try and take out no virus, man. The virus took out people's sense of smell and taste because it attacked the neurological system. That's attached to those 12 cranial nerves. They was harping on the one of the sisters that was claiming to be a nurse in Tennessee. Sean did a live show. We looked up. Her name wasn't up there for registered nurses in Tennessee.
What you said?
Malcolm name was up there, but you didn't see Shorty name up there. Claiming she caught Bill's palsy, so she wanted credibility.
Oh yeah, that wacko.
So when I ran that by somebody who was trying to argue their point, I said, "Well, look, Shorty flogged out about being a nurse in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Being a registered nurse in Tennessee. Oh, well, you don't know that." I said, "Well, she ain't on the database." But then you was clowning and you weren't giving the same benefit of the doubt to the opposing party. But here it is, you took this young lady who was, proven to have false information at the time, but you gave her the benefit of the doubt, everything else that she said. But when I presented you with the opposing argument, it was, oh, they lying. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. But you can't come here kicking no trace minerals. There's no damn cure for no virus. That just ain't happening, man. You're gonna zinc yourself to death. You're gonna vitamin. Do you know what people don't be knowing what their vitamin D levels are? Like, how many of us have actually went to the hospital and got their vitamin D levels read? Man, you're gonna burst your liver with that shit, man. Taking too much vitamin D.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You piss most of that shit out you take anyway. That's a stupid
shit.
You piss most of them vitamins out that you taking.
And sometimes GI, and sometimes the GI tract help you get rid of vitamin B, vitamin C. You know what I'm saying? They help, vitamin D help to pull calcium in. So along with having some immune functions, one of its major functions is to pour calcium into the cell, whereas vitamin C helps to pour iron into the cell. That's why people who take iron are told to drink orange juice or stuff like that. So, just kicking it as this one-stop shop, man, it ain't gonna get.
You gotta let me submit the design. You gotta let me submit a design for the pseudo killers, bro. You gotta let me submit one.
Yeah, submit one, yo. I'll pay you for it. What you got? Go for it.
I got you.
All right, let's see. I know you sharp with your shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get you to work on my book cover though. That's
Yeah,
what
man.
I need.
Yeah, I just did 3 book covers, man. Just did 3 book covers, man, for some folks, man. So yeah. We was talking about that last time you was here, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I've been writing that book.
Yeah.
I gotta get up early tomorrow, man, and meet my publisher, man. I'm messing up.
Yeah.
So let me do this real quick. Hey man, make sure y'all support the Ab Juice store, man. That's where you really get it at, man. Yeah, support that, man. Yeah, get on that, support that. And so I think the last item up for bids, get y'all pseudo killers, man. No pseudo, man. You know what I'm saying?
Pseudo killers.
Let everybody know you representing. No nonsense out of the community. That is about scientific information, man. Okay, they can help us forge forward and do what we need to do, man.
Yeah, dig.
Valuable. Straight valuable. Important. So yeah, let me put this up real quick, man. Yeah, hit that Abjuware store, man. So our last topic is to show you. I want to go right to the Journal of Nature, right? And so right here in the Journal of Nature, and y'all gonna figure out why I'm doing it, and y'all gonna get it, how it all ties together. So this is an article written in the Journal of Nature, published, look, y'all, July 1938, right? And so we go back in history to see how science corrects itself, right? And while we ain't gotta listen to nobody, we just look at the data. So on July 23rd, Sir Arthur Keith unveiled a monolith memorial which has been placed in the grounds of Buckingham Manor, Piltdown, Saxon. Remember, they was using Piltdown, man, as to show that that's where humans came from, Piltdown, Europe. All right, they was trying to put that together. It say to mark the spot where the late Mr. Charles Dawson found the fossil skull of Piltdown Man. And they named it Eotheopius Dawson. He said he paid a tribute to Mr. Dawson, whose important work as an amateur deserved our gratitude and remembrance. He remarked that the Piltdown skull is so different from any other human skull previously discovered that the divergent opinion expressed by those who have attempted to interpret it are not surprisingly. Okay, in 1912 and 1913, when the fossils was found, much was less known of early man than is known at present. If a similarly novel discovery were made now, that would be closer agreement amongst those who studied it. Sir Arthur is more impressed at the present with the simian character of the skull and brain cast, as well as those of the jaw, than he was then. When he originally examined the fossil, right? So the discovery was made, and pay close attention, 1912, 1913, right? This article is written in 1938. They big up in them, right? You say, well, why should I listen to science? Look what they was getting wrong. Why should I listen to this? Told you we couldn't trust them. So I want to come to this right here. This was published in 1913 in November. All right.
This is at the same time when they made the discovery, science was on the goddamn case, right? Okay. And so let's come right here to the document. Here you go. All right. If y'all hit me on the pseudokillers at gmail.com, I'll give you this PDF to read, right? Now, November 13th, 1913. Science is already on the case. So let's see here. What I want to read at? Okay, Dr. Smith Wood kindly sent me, okay, in making the drawings, okay, illustrating this letter, let me say, wait, this letter, I have used a cranial cast which Dr. Smith Woodward kindly sent me. So the discoverer, Mr. Smith Woodward, right, had sent me a few weeks ago, but have made some slight alterations in the position of the two partial fragments. In conclusion, I should like to say how much I am indebted to Professor Keith for all the help he has given me in my investigation. Not only by allowing me to make use of all the valuable material in the Museum of Royal College of Surgeons, but also by discussing with me frankly and openly all the points in dispute concerning Piltdown skull. In the earlier part, let me make this a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Where we at? In the earlier part of July, working with the cranial cast, it seems to me to have established a good case for his mode of reconstruction. But for a moment, I began to examine the actual fragments, August 13th, at the International Medical Congress. I became convinced that this solution of the problem was an impossible one. It was this personal experience of importance. Hold on. Of importance of working with real things that I had in mind when I was writing my last letter. So he's writing a letter to Nature on October 30th, page 267, University of Manchester, right? Elliot Smith. Now, Piltdown Mandel. A mandel is a jawbone. In the British Journal of Dental Science of October the 1st, there are published some excellent diagrams of the Piltdown mandel and of a chimpanzee. The views have been taken from the side and from the above in order to compare the outlines of the two specimens. I have superimposed trackings taken from each. So this is what he did. He superimposed his drawing right here, the dotted lines, over the chimpanzee. Now, one is a drawing from the Piltdown man jawbone, right? And the other he is superimposed over a chimpanzee. Watch his methodology. Watch how he get down in 1913, right? Now, he's examining what these other amateurs, quote unquote, claim they have found. All right. Now, if you know anything about Piltdown man, they realized it ended up being a human skull with a chimpanzee bone, but they were saying this was the missing link. All this is supposed to be human, but he's already taken a chimpanzee jaw, saying, wait a minute, this is the drawing from the Piltdown jaw, and I'm placing that, superimposing it over a real chimpanzee jaw. Watch this. And okay, in order to compare the outlines of the two specimens, I have superimposed trackings taken from each. Watch this. Outline tracing from radiograms of the Piltdown mantle, continuous lines, and of the mantle of a chimpanzee, broken line. So the broken line is the chimpanzee, and the straight lines is the joint of the Piltdown. Now, the similarity of the specimens brought out In this way, it's very striking, for the outlines are particularly identical. I have also superimposed tracings of the last reconstruction of the Piltdown mammal and of the jaw of a young chimpanzee, figure 3. And again, the similarities of the outline is very remarkable. No human mammal is known which shows anything like the same resemblance of a chimpanzee jaw in the outline and in all depths. All right, we keep going here. My fault. Jaw outline in all its details. Okay, it say of the molar teeth. I need only to say here that not only do they approach the ape form, but in several respects are identical with them. The cranial fragments of the Piltdown skull, on the other hand, are in particularly all their details. My fault, are in practically all their details. There you go again. That's the outline, tracing, reconstruction of the Piltdown mammal and the mammal of the young chimpanzee. Essentially, let me read this all together. The cranial fragments of the Piltdown skull, on the other hand, are in particularly all their details essentially human. Say this again. The cranial fragments. Because remember, I told you they found cranial fragments and they quote unquote claim to find a jaw. Now he's talking about the cranial. He say the cranial fragments of the Piltdown skull, on the other hand, are in particularly all their details essentially human. Now watch this. He say, if that be so, it seems to me to be as in consequence to refer the mammal, the mandal and the cranium to the same individual, as it would be to articulate a chimpanzee foot with the bones of an essentially human thigh leg. David Watson, University of London Kings. So he's basically saying, shit, if I'm to suppose that human skull and that jawbone is from the same thing, that'd be like me looking at a chimpanzee foot, right? With the bones of essentially a human thigh leg. Like you just say, that just wouldn't make no sense. Now, I'm showing you this to show you that when they discovered, well, quote unquote, it was a hoax at the end of the day, was trying to put it together, science was already on the case. Science was already correcting itself in 1913. Was already on the case. Now, it took them another 60 years to agree to this shit. So I ain't saying that they're going to, quote unquote, listen to you or agree to you. They're going to fight you like hell. Okay, but when they got better testing, right? I think it was a chlorine dating method they was using, and they figured out that the shit was exactly that. It wasn't ancient at all. It was a daggone human head and a daggone chimpanzee jaw. This was Europeans' attempt to actually prove that human beings started in essence and Piltdown.
Voiceover. Voiceover speaks descriptions of items on the screen.
Is that me? What was that? That's you. I know that's you. So I just want to show y'all, right, that science is always on the case. It might take a while to correct it, but science is self-correcting. So we're not listening to white people saying they coming from Europe first, that the oldest finds. We're listening to the data. And back then in 1913, when they supposedly discovered, the data was already showing the inaccurate. I just wanted to present that to y'all. This is why I have fell in love with science over the last 20 years, because it was the only place that I could actually catch the pseudos. It was the only place that I could actually say, wait a minute, man, Dr. Philgood Valentine, you making that up. Bobby Hemmett, man, I don't believe that. That was the only thing I could use. Oh, Dr. Ben, you was right about that. Well, you might got that piece wrong, but I see you in the family, you right there where you're supposed to be at. John Henry Clark, man, okay, that's interesting. I see it. I can see what you're talking about. Science with Dr. Malachi York. You're not a doctor, one. And two, all that shit you saying is flim-flam. Before that point, I couldn't tell the difference. So you got to get your babies interested in science, man, because I sure as hell couldn't use church to figure this shit out. The only thing that ever helped me get around the pseudos was this right here. This was science, y'all. Anybody want to add something to that, man?
No, I just add to that with that Piltdown man too. Old boy went and mapped that dirt, and that helped also expose that Piltdown skull. He went and mapped the dirt and it was like the age when you say you count that, that shit don't add up. Yeah.
That was late. Yeah, how long ago? How long was that? That was a while ago, right? In the 50s?
Yeah. That was in the 50s. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they was always fighting. They was always saying the shit was crazy, right?
Yeah, because they had messed other scientific discoveries up because of that one. Like other things got put on hold that they had. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. But there you go. So we're not never saying the scientists ain't gonna try to make up shit, and amateur fossil finders ain't gonna try to make up shit. That ain't what we saying. We saying when we put that check in there, when you run that through science, man, hey man, when them professionals get on that, yeah, it's on. That's the point. So there you have it. Science ain't based off of believing one person's work. Science is based off of the scientists coming together, examining the work.
Yeah, it'd be team. You know, them scientists like Lawrence Krauss. He one of the leading particle physicists, right? But we just know him because he the leader of the team. You know, it's 1,000 people. He on 2 teams, and on both teams, it's 1,000 people on both teams. So you know, like people got to understand, like when a scientist is talking, he's one person representing a team of people. You know what I'm saying? And so, like when a scientist is talking and he got a team that he represents, he got to be very careful about what he say, because the things that he's saying are representative of what his team has, his team's work that they have came up with. You know what I mean? So you can't just come out shooting from the hip. You know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna work like that. You know?
Hey, you right, dude, and that's the point, man. These dudes, they reputation on the line, man. Do you know what an interview must be like for them dudes? They probably sweating bullets up under their you know what I'm saying, outfits, man, trying to make sure they don't make the wrong statement.
Mm-hmm. On pens and needles, man. You know, because you know you gotta go back to the university. And you know, girl gonna be like, "Well, you know, man, that's my part of the research, and you misrepresented that." You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because people dedicate their whole life, and a lot of the time, the team leader is somebody who knows how to manage money well, somebody who's very savvy and charismatic that could put these people together, because everybody can't put a group of people together in the right way. You know what I'm saying? To come to get a byproduct to market or whatever the task may be. You know what I'm saying? So the team leaders ain't necessarily the smartest, you know, one in the group. He's just the one that can talk the best. He the one who's rubbed more elbows than the average scientist. He the one who got a lot of different friends in a lot of different areas. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so network, yeah. So those be the team. They're not saying like, you know, people like Lawrence Krauss. I mean, obviously he's a genius, but you know, they, like I said, the team leaders don't necessarily do all of the elbow grease type work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Plus, you know, when they whenever they make these discoveries, you know, they have to where they get their money from. In addition to after they make these big discoveries, they do like they tour these different college campuses and do lectures. So a lot of time when you see these the lectures on YouTube at these different colleges, that's them doing the rounds. Right. Like when they sequence the genome of the Neanderthal, you see them in all, you know, California, Berkeley, different institutions. So
Devontae Pablo.
yeah, and they got Q&A, so that, you know, everything got to be accurate because they're going and they're teaching this to peers all around the country. So if everything's not on point, you know, when they get in the Q&A, they're gonna get beat up by the people in the field. You know what I'm saying? So everything got to be on point when they go.
Right though. That's a good point though. Using that Piltdown, man, to show how, you know, science prevails. Just the way it is. And we got, you know, our people got to get away from thinking that science is a, you know, quote unquote white man's institution. You know, stop looking at the colleges and schools or even school of thoughts that have the evidence to back this, you know, that information that they're pushing out. You know what I'm saying? We don't have high beam electron microscopes and telescopes to challenge, you know what I mean? To challenge that information. But you can get in there and also gain access to that same equipment if you just jump in the game, stop sitting on the sideline, playing your garden in the backyard, thinking you got the Senzu bean to cure all. You know what I'm saying? Get in the game, man. Them days is up, man. That prehistoric shit is over with. It's a wrap.
That's why I don't like the Nation of Islam, yo. They took enough of our money over the last 60 years, 70, 80 years, that they could have sent 10 goddamn people to evolutionary biology school, another 10 to virology, another 10 to immunology, right? Another 10 to pediatrics. You know what I'm saying? They could have had 200 doctors, yo. You know what I'm saying, by now. And they could have had independent, like the white. Listen, man. Let me look y'all on your goddamn face and tell y'all something, man. Why y'all playing? Let me tell y'all something, man. Look, man. Check this out. I ain't yelling. I ain't tripping. Black people get mad about shit that ain't going right in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they march. White people get mad. They run their ass up in the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. White people don't trust white people. That's why you got independent scientists everywhere. Simple as that. They already checking the vaccines. You'll see it. It's called independent. They'll do a whole body of independent scientists, right? They get together, the colleagues, right? And they got the money, they got the resources, right? And they'll check the vaccine for their motherfucking self. And they'll put out a publication. I've read them. Black people sit there, take everybody fucking money, the Million Man March, take $1, $500 from everybody, and then sit around and use some shit from Elijah Muhammad talking about the white man's the devil, coming from another white man organization, and talk that crazy shit that we've been here for 1 trillion years, and this ain't real, and that ain't right, and all that. That's what we do. We listen to people like Inky, all the dudes I just mentioned. That's what the hell we sit around and do. It took us to say the hell with that shit, man. Let me start, you know what I'm saying? Let me even the damn playing field around here. Who knew that the conscious community was going to spill over into Black America? Who fucking knew? So I already know when a person start talking where they got their crazy information from. Who knew that hip hop on its inception would be infected with African Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation and that nonsense they teaching rhetoric over there? Who knew? Who knew what role the conscious community would play during a damn pandemic? Who knew? Right. So I don't want to hear this shit, man. Don't talk me to death. Either rely on the experts, polite, Zion, rely on the experts, or don't talk me to death. Come on, man. It's simple. It ain't hard, man. This is very, very simple. It's simple. You're not gonna, you do not have an electron microscope, polite. You lie. It's simple. It's just like you don't have that.
Hey, you sure?
You don't have it. And if you got the electron microscope, you got an old busted one. And you sure as hell ain't got the $1 million room to put the damn thing in, and you ain't got the special floor, and you ain't got the electric to even put enough electricity in your goddamn house to run the damn thing.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. No one got a fucking electron microscope up in their fucking storage somewhere. Like, stop it.
The average house is running off 100 amps. So I think an electron microscope uses a lot more than 100 amps, but I could be wrong about that. But
no, you're right.
100 amps ain't gonna do very much at all. I'm telling you.
Worry about 5G with an electron microscope in the damn basement.
Y'all think I'm lying, right?
He don't know that give off ionized particles. That's why you gotta have a special room.
He worry about 5G, man. The internet crazy, bro. The internet is crazy, bro.
Man.
Oh man. Electron microscope. Are you serious, yo?
He was dead serious too. He was dead serious.
Lower Abbott asking that shit.
Man, he ain't breaking. He answered immediately. Yes, I do.
Oh, so
spare time he look at genes and you know what I mean in the spare time.
Oh, so he said he got an electron microscope at the house.
Yeah.
At the crib, Malcolm.
Yo.
Chilling.
Okay. And I'm trying to be serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to laugh or whatever. But, like, no, real talk. You know what I'm saying? All due respect. So, has he like said that he's seen cells and like what was the point of him saying he had one?
That was his point, that he be looking at these things. He got firsthand. Yeah, he got
trying to make himself the authority on the subject matter by saying, "Oh, listen to me. I have an electron microscope. I'm a scientist. I can look at these viruses. So listen to me." As basically, trying to make himself seem like he's more than what he is. Make himself seem like he's the smartest one in the room. It's an ego thing.
Yeah, Unc just read the journal. Unc just read the journal. Got no electron microscope. You know what I'm saying?
So can't you take like pictures with these joints?
Hey, that guy does it all.
He pulled out the big gun, like, yeah, that's the point. So like we just enthusiasts that's reading journals. You know what I'm saying? He trying to kill Unc. Like, look, I got
some of y'all got an electron microscope. I'll wait. I'll wait. Oh man.
Ain't even got 240 volts in this house.
Talk about scared of 5G. Yeah, that guy crazy, man. Oh man.
Oh, true. These fools, man.
Yeah, speaking of that 5G, man, I just took a radon class, man. They was talking about this stuff, man. The difference between ionized and non-ionized radiation. Yeah. All I could think about was this damn 5G. I was sitting there like, man, my people, man.
Shit, wait till 6G come out, man. They're gonna lose their damn mind. 6G?
The other day he told everybody to go get a CAT scan. The other day, it was like, hold on, man. Those give off ionized particles too, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't understand, like, where he be. Like, he forgot that he said that he was worried about the 5G, and then you gonna turn around and tell me to go get a CAT scan?
Yeah, he said so much. Yeah, I don't think he can keep up with all that shit.
And you got an electron microscope in your house?
Yeah, chill. But he keep his phone on airplane mode though. You feel me? Reduce the dangerous.
And he used the blue glasses.
The blue glasses.
I forgot about
blue
that.
Glasses, you feel me? And then go right in the room with the goddamn electron microscope and check out these viruses real quick.
50,000 volts circulating through the damn atmosphere, and he got on blue glasses.
He can't make this stuff.
Ooh, my side hurt. Y'all gotta quit. I gotta stop, man. You got my side hurting. My whole intestines is just hurting.
Dang, you don't kicked out all the pseudo?
Yeah, we was having a good pseudo. Y'all was having good.
And y'all don't forgot them dudes was in here. Y'all don't scare them away.
No, they straight. I don't know. I know I'm done. It's 2 o'clock. I gotta get there early. That early up in the morning there. So I can finish my project, finish that book, man, get that to the people.
I should have those timestamps for Wesley Muhammad's videos tomorrow, hopefully. I got like 20 minutes left. I can only tolerate watching like 30, 40 minutes of that. It's like 2 hours.
He's the nation. They got millions to work with, yo, and they come up with that solution.
Man, it's so much, man. Especially towards the end. That's where he goes pseudo nova. It's towards the end of the video.
I gotta go educate some Christians tomorrow. Go educate some Christian brothers and sisters tomorrow morning. So yeah, we trying to lead them out we got breadcrumbs of information. We're trying to lead them out.
Trying hard.
They're gonna start off set up the vaccines like churches and stuff like that. Start setting up because I know they're gonna need a way to start mass implementing these things.
Yeah, they've contacted our building as one of the possible locations as well to set up those vaccine stations. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. And they've already started to do it down at the National Rescue Mission too. You know, I'm hopefully I'll be down there this year, working as a counselor down there this year. So I went through the building yesterday, and man, it was totally awesome what they're doing down there. So that's probably gonna be another one of the locations as well in Nashville. So yeah.
Sure. All right, go ahead and end it, bro.
End it, bro.
Chat. Peace to everybody on the panel, man. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, appreciate everybody coming through, man. Support the pseudo killers, the Amaral Squad, Mossy Clan.
Who can see the chat, man? Shout some people out in the chat, man. We got like 650 subscribers now. I appreciate that.
68 watching.
Yeah. So I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Everybody, all the moderators. I can't remember all of y'all off the top of my head. Julanda, Zane, who else is it? Love 022, I guess. I think it's a couple of mods in there. Appreciate y'all mods. CK, you a mod, but you're a pseudo killer, so you don't really get a shout out. But shout out to the mods.
Speaking of pseudo killers, make sure y'all join that pseudo killer Discord server. Come through. Books galore up in there. Articles galore up in there. And I got some ideas for some stuff in the future. I already floated the idea towards Unc, and I don't know. One of these days I'll get off my lazy button and implement it, and I'll announce it.
Word. Y'all check out Covenant Links Consulting on Facebook.com at Covenant Links Consulting. And peace to the family out there, man. Appreciate all of you guys, man. All your commentary, man. Man, you guys are really on point, man. And Unc, I got the Pseudo Killers University coming out. Pseudo Killer University. I'll be sending it to you in a minute.
All right, waiting on that, man.
Pseudo Killer University, nigga. PKU.
Okay.
One love.
Yeah.
PKU. I like that right there. Yeah.
PKU.
All right, family. Look, man, we out.